What's good, people? Whether it's everybody at work, in between class, while you're working out, or sitting on your ass, I want to welcome you to the Charging TV podcast. It's going to be a great show. We have a lot of people here to listen. It's March 17th, and it's cold, but it's throwing shines. It's springtime coming. Don't you worry. You know what I mean? I want to welcome everybody that's on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe, all right? Now, we gotten into a lot this week. We don't have the watch this week. I'm very excited about. It's probably going to be my watch this week for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And we talking about music. We talking about social media. We talking about some movies real quick. You know what I mean? We talking about a lot of things. You know what I mean? A whole lot. You know what I mean? But before we get into all of that, I have to introduce the lovely guest we have here on the podcast for the first time. This sister is a singer, songwriter, beat maker, rapper, all-around musical savant, a creative, comedic, thought-provoking content creator. I'm happy to present the creative energies of the one and only Gigi. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, hello everyone. What's up? What's
Make
up?
sure y'all go follow her.
Very
Make
happy
sure
to be
y'all go follow
here.
her.
Hey.
Make sure y'all go follow her on the social media so that y'all have tagged down here. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Y'all, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, look, we start every podcast with what we call the Watch This Week. Now, it could be a movie, an anime, a TV show, a YouTube video, an Instagram, a Facebook reel. It could be anything that can, or it could even be a story time of something crazy happened this week. So, what came across your consciousness this week that you want to relate to the people?
Oh my. Like any topic? What have I seen? I definitely been laying low with watching content, but I'm willing to comment on whatever you might have,
Okay.
if that's cool.
All right. All right. That's fine. My watch this week is kind of out of left field, but I could go to here right now. I've been watching a whole lot of Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan is back on YouTube, y'all. I can't tell y'all enough how happy I am about it. You know what I mean? I've been seeing him with I've seen his thing he did with Riley Gaines, who was like this Olympic swimmer lady who lost to a transgender lady in like some NCAA tournament. It was crazy, you know what I mean? And she was like
Hmm.
speaking out about it because she was like, "Why should I have to compete against a biological man when I compete made my whole life to be at the top of the sport?" And some
Yeah, that issue do come up a lot in history,
yeah,
in decades, I guess. So this the new one. Yeah, they took it to court yet.
yeah, like
It'd be an issue.
it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So shout out to Joe Rogan being back on YouTube
Mm,
talking his mess. You
yeah.
know what I mean? And he's doing the most I and it's hilarious. You know what I mean? I can't wait to watch what else he got going on. You know what I mean? But for the
Mm.
next one here, what would you say are some of your biggest musical influences
Oh,
as far as artists?
that's a wonderful question. Very easy. Pardon, I'm trying to get used to this mic. Michael Jackson. I would have to say Brandy, and mostly like Motown, Stevie Wonder, and stuff like that. That's like foundation.
Yeah.
hmm
You said what was the first one?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Pardon. Yeah, Jackson 5,
So
and Anita Baker.
this is the city, the home of Motown.
Mhm.
So you feel like you definitely have some Motown influences. Those sound like heavy. I understand that, and you need a Baker
Absolutely.
too, the legend out here.
But Carl,
You know what I mean?
may I do a side note? This is crazy, but I've lived here in Michigan all my life. Like the Motown Museum.
Yeah.
I've never been there before.
You never been there? Yeah, because you
I
like.
might be one of those people. I don't
Well,
know how
that's like.
many.
That's like I
Oh,
don't know if
pardon.
I've been to the Statue of Liberty. I don't know. I've been in New York 23 years. I don't know if I've ever been to the Statue of Liberty.
Mm. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's probably equivalent. You know.
So, but that's like being here and not going to see the Martin building. You can go see it, I guess. The building they shot Martin in.
Yeah, cause that's very like drive passable.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
You don't see
Like
that.
there it go, there it go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
I do love it though.
But damn, Michael Jackson. Michael, so you ain't hearing none of that controversy, huh? You ain't hearing none of you ain't letting none of that. You,
Ooh, I would have to say, Carl, that got me in trouble a couple of times. It got me bashed quite a few times, and I've never
why?
tried
Because you
to
was still
offend.
loving Michael Jackson.
I'm a lover of children first, so I would never offend anything as horrible as something like that. But it's different when I really don't believe that of that person, and it's very that's why I don't really like be in it like that. Because people that's a victim of that, I get it. Like if you
They be
want to,
real
like,
touchy, touchy.
yeah, and I get that,
You don't
So
understand.
yeah,
They be
it's
like, I
very
understand.
like that,
I
So I
understand.
get it, So in that way, but I don't believe that. So I actually love that person and the person that person appeared to be to me,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Shout out Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Stevie Wonder is a great. He always had great music. I can't say that. I I I don't know how I feel about him as a vocalist, Stevie Wonder.
mm, okay, Stevie Wonder as a vocalist or Michael Jackson as one?
No. Well,
Because I love Michael Jackson, but vocally, I wouldn't put him toe to toe with a lot of vocalists, in history.
male vocal, nah.
Not really, but he's one of my favorite artists. Mhm.
Yeah, because he's but his music behind it, and it's to me, I'll be honest with you, I was always more of a fan of Michael Jackson's dancing in combination with his music as a performer. Like his overall, it's like way I look
Indeed.
at it is like Michael Jackson was like a eight, or in most categories a eight more, and but to me in dancing he was
Mhm.
a 10. You know what I mean? But in all, but in other, overall, it was all with enough consistency and enough, but certain amount of swag, just a certain amount. You know what I mean? Because he's a hell of a guy.
I would agree with that in a lot of ways. Like that's why he's one of the I would say artists, but not vocalists. Definitely not.
Yeah, because he had to get it all because
Like style
he
wise.
couldn't stand there and sing like nah. I don't think Michael
He had a
Jackson had to
beautiful
have the
voice
dancing.
though.
He had a
It
beautiful
just,
voice, but and he
to
could carry notes, but good. He sounded good.
mhm.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like it's quality of voice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
to a degree. Like I don't know.
Like Whitney Houston, I would say that's a vocalist.
Like
Like,
people from that era and before that, or who I look to as a, because me personally, I
mhm.
tend to have more of a deeper voice. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So when I sing, a lot of today's music doesn't match in my like register to a degree because there's
Hmm.
not many outside of like maybe like Giveon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Giveon been out for like the past 6 years. Pardon.
Yeah, yeah,
I would say Giveon is a breath of fresh air.
exactly.
Hmm.
Because when you think of voices in that register, there's not a lot of them.
Not at all.
That's why always say, even though it sounds silly, and I'm still going, I might do it one day that
Mhm.
some of the genre of songs that I sing, one of the best, honestly, I feel like is Christmas songs. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll have to say, Chris, some Christmas songs are wonderful because I love like Nat King Cole,
But you
Tony
hate Christmas
Braxton,
songs. You hate Christmas music.
because I didn't grow up listening to it. That's
Yeah.
why I don't have a love for it like that. But that's dope though,
Nah,
because some Christmas songs bang.
but when you think of Christmas song, me
Mm.
personally, when I even hear Christmas songs in my head, it's always either like a Frank Sinatra, or like a Elvis, or like a
Oh, see them
Nat
the
King
ones.
Cole, or like a
Hmm.
like those. But they always have it. Those are more lower guys to a degree,
Real talk.
as far as like tone wise. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
when you think of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you don't hear a deep voice singing that song.
I think that's Sinatra. Yep,
You don't hear
nice deep voice.
when
It
you
works.
that's what I mean. Christmas
Hmm.
songs.
It was very classic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When you think of classic singing, classic male singing is a deeper voice. That's classic male singing.
Hmm.
Today's singers are more wanted to be the higher whatever that's about. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
at any rate, I always love what I will say is the musicality behind Michael Jackson and behind Stevie Wonder. You can't beat that music. The music, the music really is what really killed the rhythm. They really had that.
Hmm.
You can't beat that music. They had really good music.
Yeah, to me, I would say Stevie Wonder. Pardon me, Stevie Wonder is a blueprint. One of the blueprints of music to
And you said
me.
Anita Baker too.
Oh, absolutely.
Anita Baker.
Hmm.
Anita Baker had a beautiful voice.
Yeah, and her tone made it so beautiful that nobody really sounds like her, you know?
When you create music, when you're singing on a beat, who do you
Mm.
like? Who is your like your standard bearer in your head? Like who do you think of like I want to sing something that like will impress them, or like I want to do something that's like as good as them.
All right, somebody that I actually know or like somebody that I admire.
Whoever you aspire to, who's in your head in the studio, who's your competition, or like not competition, but like who does what you do in a way that you want to do it, so
All
that
right,
you
this might sound cocky, but none of them are alive anymore. The people that I admire in such a way, like Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Oh, Stevie Wonder is very much alive. Pardon
yeah.
me, Prince. You know what I'm saying? But real people like was a question somebody I want to make proud or
Someone that like how can I put it like all
mm,
right, like when I'm rapping, when I write verses, I think of J. Cole.
mm,
J. Cole is one of the
nice,
nastiest
very
rappers,
nice.
prolific, many verses. So when I'm writing the verse, sometimes I think about J. Cole and I'd be like, J. Cole would murder this shit. What would J. Cole do on this shit? You know what I mean?
That's
And
a very nice comparison too.
so like sometimes when I'm writing, when I even I haven't written Wednesday in a while, I know y'all hate me. I know whatever. I'm I'm, I'm doing a lot. Let me set up the empire first. Let me set up shit. I got you. Anyway, I'm doing a lot. Anyway, but what you
I
call
like
it?
that though.
I think about J Cole. So um, and I'll say mute. I don't want to move on to my influences so far, but
Hmm.
I'll say musically for me, I'll say as much as I hate the fact that he has a ghostwriter, my three would be J. Cole,
Tell me,
J.
who got
Cole,
a ghostwriter?
Drake,
You was gonna say Drake got a ghostwriter?
Drake.
Okay, somebody told me that he is the ghostwriter, ghostwriting that ghostwrites gets ghostwrites for, like it's ghosting in and out.
He writes other people's stuff too. Yeah, but also Quentin Miller exists, and that whole thing happened, and he had a ghostwriter. All right, I ain't letting it be gun. And someone else wrote his bars. I ain't hearing it. Someone else wrote his. So because of that,
All
his
right, so may I ask you this, Carl? Real talk.
yeah.
Okay. In the business that is show business, does everybody not pay for it at some point?
Pay for it in what way?
Or therefore write for others at some point in exchange of the music industry of writing?
I understand that it's a common practice in the music industry, but my thing is
But
this.
some people don't do it though, which is mad respect,
My
you
thing,
know?
my thing is this.
Mhm.
As a singer, it's different because your
Mhm.
talent that you're
Absolutely.
displaying is that you can sing.
Mhm.
You can be a singer
And
songwriter,
translate the shit out of a
but that
song
means
that
that
somebody
but your
wrote.
ability to express
Mhm.
and sing it, that is your talent, singing. You know what I mean? As a rapper, the
Mhm.
talent that you're there to say to express is your ability to put words, your ability to rap, your
It
ability to
should
talk, your
be.
ability to be a wordsmith, your ability that is what you're displaying. You know what I mean? Like so. Otherwise, you're just like a act. Like it's not to me. It's not the same because what we love. Because when you think about rappers, what you love most about rappers is the authenticity, the fact that they live the bars they write. When you think about rappers, it's different.
I do. I do. But you know what? I would have to say, in tradition, some of my favorite rappers are not here anymore, which is Tupac and Biggie. You
Wrote his
know,
own. It
pardon?
came out of them. I'm saying both of those.
Hmm.
Respect them. Both they Gemini's, but it came.
Oh, both?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, snap. I knew Tupac was.
Yeah.
Are you?
Biggie just 69 all the time. You heard me.
Oh, you a Cancer?
Nah. 69 is the 6 month, which is June,
Oh,
and the ninth day of the 6 month, June 9th, 69.
sweet.
Nah, I mean, look,
Geminis are cool.
we are hated. We're hated. They
All
talk shit
right.
about
I know
us. They
why,
don't
but I
like us.
still
You know what
love
I mean? But
Geminis.
we got the gift of gab. All right, we are known as the communicators of the universe. Right? We got Biggie and
Indeed.
Tupac and Morgan Freeman.
Air sign indeed can shapeshift. That means very good communicators.
And me
Hmm.
myself, my ability to communicate and do different accents and in general, my general tone of voice. Can you not hear? This is the tone of God. No, I'm
And
joking.
people,
No, I'm joking. But
people persons, you know what I'm saying? You seem like you're a
yeah,
people person.
yeah, as well too. Yeah, I have no
Mm,
problem talking to many people.
I'm
You know what I mean?
glad.
Because I'm not. But for some reason, I feel like what stops people from connecting with other people is their ego or their own world that they live in. You know what I mean? They're not open
Mm-hmm.
to the knowledge that someone else may have to offer. They're not understanding of someone else's situation. They're
That
too
goes deep
judgmental. They're
too.
not. Their own mental hangups stop their ability to digest a new person and just appreciate them as an individual, as a human, as their existence on Earth, trying to better themselves in whatever way they see
Pardon. I've
able.
been there before, so I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where like you could, because I've seen people that, and like, because to me, I never really come at anyone negative, but I understand people. Some people just still hate me for whatever reason. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
understand that them hating me is just some internal turmoil that they can't quite deal with, because I know I don't really give them necessarily a reason.
Because it'd be an energy thing, you
Yeah,
know. People be going through stuff and they see somebody genuinely doing things for themselves and being happy within themselves. And they be like, dang, they don't have that.
yeah,
So, you know, it shows. It
yeah.
shows.
There's some haters that, yeah, some haters that
Mm-hmm.
come at me, and I don't do nothing to them. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I worked 2 jobs to buy all the
Mm-hmm.
equipment. I did the research to go watch which piece of equipment to buy and go learn
Yeah.
how to do it and go spend the time and bump
Just
my head
improving
and do it wrong and
yourself,
do it
you
wrong. You
know.
know, I've been working on it. All right. No one
Mm.
came and gave me any
Yeah,
of
it wasn't
this.
easy,
Was you,
but
well, you know, and I'm still working on it. And I'm still ain't shit. All right. So what do you want from me?
yeah, it'd be
All right.
hard, but you know, taking it out on somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Because they still shining and doing what they need to do, you know what I'm saying, and thriving, and in a fulfilling way, they gonna make it there. So you know, it
Yeah.
should inspire you in a way,
That's what I would want.
you know.
Because I've heard some people say that too. I heard some people say, "Yo, I knew you. We was working together at like the homie I had here, like at J Joe. He's like,
Pardon.
yo, I knew you working with you at Lowe's, and like the fact that you're doing what you're doing right
Hmm.
now is like he was like, I don't mean to offend you, but like he's like, if you could do it, I could do it. But I was like, but that's good though. I'm like, I'm not offended. That's good though, because you know, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that had a dream, thought about it, had a vision, then worked towards it, put the money
Oh
towards it,
shit.
stayed with it, stuck with it, got better at it, leveled up, leveled up, leveled up until I reached this point. You know what I mean? So you see, it's doable. It's doable. It's not impossible. I don't got some rich grandpa giving me money. I don't got some connection in Detroit. I'm in a whole new city. I don't know anybody.
And
You know what
real
I mean?
shit,
Like I'm
girl.
building from the bottom. You know what I mean? I'm just one guy. I got no team, no editors, there's no advice. I'm just one guy making it happen. You know
And
what I
you
mean?
share the
And I
information.
share what I learned through
Yeah.
my trials and tribulations. I
Mm-hmm.
share what I learned. I'm still give the information that I fought hard to get. You know what I mean?
That's
I still give
nice.
it to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know that the reason why one of the reasons why I give it away so much is because I know the emotional side of this too.
Hmm.
I've started since 2021. I know what it feels like to work hard, put out content, and get no views.
That was like a big reset, you
Ah,
know, after COVID, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you really had to really go for it.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
I know what it's like to the emotional side of it. Like you could, cause then you're gonna put money into it. You're gonna buy because I know
Mhm.
the money it takes to put into it.
It takes
So you
commitment.
put money to put into it, and then you want to return. So imagine putting money into it month after month, and then
Mhm.
getting no return in views or any revenue or anything. The
It takes
mindset it takes
patience.
to continue that. You know what I mean? So I could tell you all the tools I use. A lot of them cost money. I could tell you everything I do. A lot of it takes time and diligence and
Mhm.
skills and research. I could tell you everything I do. That doesn't mean that you're gonna take the discipline and time to actually do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
But
I know what it takes.
it's always good because you know what I be doing, which is so funny. Information is so wonderful, and I love people like you that share because you could always save it and go back to it and like, damn, he did those some like real free information to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Go back and later on when you do get put on, see him in a better state and be like, damn, I really appreciate you sharing that to me years ago when I wasn't ready for it. But
yeah,
I look back at that shit like, thank you, man. You know,
100%. No problem. No
many people
problem.
would tell you this.
I have
You
no
know,
problem. I have no problem helping because I'm the way I look at it is like
I love that type of energy.
I
I do the same because you get so much back, not intentionally doing it to get something back, but you would prosper in life
I
being that
try to
way, you know?
embrace what I call the
Mm,
provider mentality as a man. You know what I mean? You provide resources as well as knowledge. I'm a provider. I provide
that's
knowledge.
cool.
Anything any way I can help you gain a better understanding of the world around you, I'm here to help do that. You know what I mean? I will learn through my trials and my efforts to try to better myself, and the knowledge I gain. I have no reason, because why not? Is that I'm not? I have no fear.
Mhm.
To me, you hold that knowledge out of fear, and if I was acting out of fear, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I conquer fear. I go
Yeah, I know the
after.
feeling.
I. If I was afraid of what people thought, I wouldn't release the clips I do. If I was afraid of what people thought, I couldn't maneuver the way I do.
It took me a minute to get there, but the way you're doing it with the discipline added to it and actually putting your money to it, 'cause that's discipline. Because you know, people that actually work, and I'm not trying to say a real job, there's real jobs, I'm not saying it like that,
Yeah, no,
but
I'm not making
when you
money
use
off
a
drug
physical
dealing. I'm not
job,
making my
like,
money off scamming.
yeah,
I'm not. I know.
it
I
takes time
work.
and
I
energy to do
work.
this shit. I've been there, and it when you have to add that shit up, like, it takes some shit, you know, some
But it gives me
sacrifice.
pride. It gives me
Mhm.
pride. It gives me
'Cause it
pride.
pay off.
It gives me pride because I
Mhm.
know it's going to pay off, and also that I know some people couldn't do what I do because as much as I've done that 2 job,
Mm.
65 I can also do 50 push-ups right now, nonstop, all the way down. Not no little baby, no, 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 all the way down, all the way up, full push-ups.
Alright, that's mad
All right,
respect.
all right, because I
'Cause
appreciate
I'm
that.
not a push-up person. Like,
Well,
me working out to me is like dancing. That's what I do, and it works for me.
yeah,
So push-ups, mad respects to
yeah,
everybody who
yeah.
can do push-ups, you know?
It takes time. It takes time. You know what I
Men
mean?
and women that can do pardon, I'm getting used to this mic. Men and women that can do push-ups,
Yeah,
like, respect.
it's picking you up good. It's picking you up good. The mic is doing a
Mhm.
good job. Doing a
Thanks.
good job. But yeah, next question I got for you here. So yeah, I had this question because I should bring up your TikTok. I can't right now, but I will though in the grandmother
Oh,
segment.
cool.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Yeah. Uh,
Trying not to look at myself.
some of the pictures of your TikTok, some of the images of there were
Yeah.
the reason why I called you thought provoking in your intro,
Thank you.
because it made
That's
me have
nice.
this question. I wanted to know this question. So here's what I have for you. How
Mhm.
would you describe your relationship with the universe from a spiritual, possibly religious perspective?
That is a nice question and a really great question. Well, if I could say, like, um, right now is profound. Before, I used to be religious, and I grew up in Islam, so that's a beautiful religion, but it's definitely didn't take me as far as I needed to go, and that's why I'm not religious anymore and more spiritual. So right now, you know, in the past couple of years, I have been on the most thrilling, amazing, terrible, and wonderful ride of my life, and I'm glad to be here, you know. So it's a very good relationship now, you
Yeah.
know. Thanks.
So so I'll give you mine, and then maybe perhaps you can add a little bit more clarity to yours,
Hmm.
right? So I understand to a degree, right? So I grew up Christian. My grandmother was Christian. My parents was
Hmm.
Christian. I read a lot of the Bible. Um, there was some times where the Bible was used as punishment, not punishment, but like, you know, you got to read. No, like read. Like you got to
Yeah,
go
they got
read. You got
recited
to go
or.
read. Like go,
Mm-hmm.
you got to read. Like you sit here with the Bible and read. You got to read 3 chapters and then tell me what you read out of the Bible. You know what I mean, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like you, instead of timeout, which I think is better than timeout, honestly. If timeout is just you go look in the corner.
Yeah.
Nah, timeout, you go read the Bible for a
Because you
little
do
while. You know
actually
what I mean?
learn
And then we
something,
learn
you
something.
know?
So,
You learn how to read and you learn
I
scripture.
so through those times and also my time, so I grew up Christian. Then I have what I call curiosity. I'm very curious about the nature of the universe. Curious about a lot of things. I never call
Class.
myself smart. I call myself curious. My curiosity about the universe is what's led me to whatever knowledge that I have. It's because I started. I'm curious at first. So in curiosity, understanding the nature of the universe, that's what science is, trying to understand the universe. You know what I mean? So it's
Real talk.
my love of science brought me away from Christianity, brought me away from religion to the point where if you would have asked me at maybe like 19, 18, maybe 20, those years, maybe 2 years,
Mm.
I'd have told you I was atheist for those 2 years because
And
so,
growing up Christian, and
growing up
that's what you
Christian
decided after?
for those 2 years,
Mhm.
the analytical nature with which I took apart the Bible, the pros and cons,
Mm.
the contradictions, they know they say atheists know the Bible more than Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It'd be a battle, like a debate, and they be knowing
Because
it.
yeah, atheists they can. I learned the Bible a
Mhm.
lot more during my period as an atheist than I did during my period as growing up as a Christian, because I was looking with a mind. I was looking for I was looking for God really at the time, but I didn't realize I was. You know what I mean? So
That's a nice age to do that.
at the bottom line
Mhm.
is the reason why atheism didn't set with me either is because of my love of science. My love of science it
It's
brought me
all
away, it brought me
intertwined.
back
Mhm.
because the way I looked at it was like this: saying that there is no God
That's
re-
a thinking person's
requires just
favorite
as much
subject mostly,
evidence.
that math.
Yeah, you're thinking so. Yeah, but still, there is so saying there is no God requires just as much evidence as saying that there is a God. So to me,
Yeah,
if you're an atheist and you're saying there is
it
no
sure
God,
does.
there is no God.
'Cause
What experiment, what scientific evidence do you have to prove that fact? Or you just or is that also a belief?
yeah, should you choose to say, what you believe,
That's is that
people will
that's a
make you
belief.
defend that.
That's a,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, no,
saying? So
that's a belief.
yeah,
You could substantiate that off of that not being but that still doesn't absence of evidence of absence isn't evidence of non-presence. You know what I mean?
mm, mm.
You can have a kid and not be in its life. That doesn't mean that your DNA isn't and your characteristics aren't present in their makeup, whether they realize it or not.
Yeah, I've witnessed that, with a lot of my in my family, and I'm like, wow, having knowing that firsthand, that definitely can happen.
Like my dad right
Mm,
now, my biological dad is in Jamaica running a business
mm.
and he employs people. So me
That's nice.
thinking that I'm gonna be a businessman isn't that outrageous. My dad's a businessman. You know
Real,
what I mean?
that's
So
nice. That's wonderful
that's
to hear.
you know what I mean. So
Hmm.
I don't as opposed to he was also a hustler. He did a lot of other things too. I ain't gonna give him, but he also right now
Oh, the
at this
things
point, you
that the
know,
that the people we love before us had to do to get here, man.
right,
Like,
right,
oh,
right.
it's some
You know what I
tricky
mean?
stuff that they might have
Tricky.
to explain when we become adults. Like, damn, you really had did that shit. Like, have I learned that when I was younger? Hearing that would have really been like, damn,
Yeah,
But I need to be more understanding of what you had to go through to get me here, so I
yeah,
can do the things that I want to do now.
exactly.
It took some time and
You
it
wanted to
hurt.
have a kid. You wanted to have a kid that was American. You certainly did. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
And my mother was Jamaican. You know what I mean? But she
Let's
was an
connect.
American. You know what I mean? And he did the right thing. He did the right thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hearing my mother say that he wanted me. I remember.
Because you connected to both now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To me it's the
It's a
best
wonderful
connection.
exchange.
It's the best connection
Absolutely.
because
Hmm.
that's the connection that birthed hip hop. Hip hop was in New York. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
some Jamaicans was helping. It was a part of the birth
All
part
right,
of hip
Carl.
hop.
Pardon me. May I ask you who is one of your favorite rappers? Since you're from New York, I would like to try to guess, but I would like to hear. Kind of like mainstreams, and I would guess. I don't really know a lot of underground people, but I would like to know right off top who you say one of your favorite.
If I had to give it to rappers, a rapper from New York that I really I can't confess
But they don't
enough
have to be from New York though.
the swag because I already gave it to J Cole. I gave it to J Cole already.
Real shit.
I respect J Cole. I think about J Cole all the time, right? I ain't
I
talking
know
about
he's from New York, but
musicality.
where is he from? If
Really
you
from
know.
Carolina, I believe one of the Carolinas,
Oh,
I
he not
believe.
from New York.
Nah, but he moved up here like when and I want to say in college or something like that,
Oh,
or like
okay,
a high
that's
school.
what I
So
probably associate
but
that with. Mm.
but yeah, but nah, he has heavy New York influence in him. You know what I'm saying?
He got a good mixture.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, but it would be the guy who signed him, Jay Z. Jay Z, the
Boom.
Brooklyn
That
native. You
makes
know what I mean?
sense.
Jay Z
Hmm.
has a lot, the swag and smoothness and finesse and ease and
Yeah.
the way Jay-Z delivered some of his verses was
Jay Z
just
top
like
5 for me for sure. Sorry about
Jay-Z.
this mic if I'm too loud.
It's, you good. Oh,
Good.
when we turn it
Okay.
down or something, you good.
No, it just sounded like I'm real sharp right there. But it was cool. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
But
want to
yeah,
be sharp in your ear.
Jay-Z was
That's a good
Jay-Z
pick.
was one of my favorites, I gotta say.
He top 5 for me.
Yeah.
You know, as far as me listening to it now, rap, but what I was growing up on, definitely top 5. Him and Nas, you know what I'm saying? Damn, that is a lot of New York people. Him, Nas, Biggie, Tupac. You know, Tupac was New York
He
and
is
then
West Coast,
Cali. So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and do you know Esham from Detroit?
No.
That's very underground. Like
No.
that's a very very prolific, you know what I'm saying, artist. But foundationally, like yeah, New York, mad props and rap. You know,
Then
so
New York held
I
it. It
can't
was
believe I
the
haven't been
birthplace.
there. You know,
Yeah.
before. But
You,
some of my favorite
you gotta
rappers is
go.
from New York.
From New York, a lot
Mhm.
of New Yorkers be doing the thing, you know what I mean? Um,
Always, always.
always.
And from when I say the women, Queen Latifah, all them, you
Of
know,
course, of course.
that's
You know what I
real
mean?
old.
You got
It's
Nikki from
older.
Queens, you know what I mean, doing her thing, you know what I mean?
One of my
Lil
favorites.
Kim, all of them. A lot of New York women did it out there, you know what I mean?
Thank you for saying that.
Absolutely.
I
What you call
agree.
it? Yeah, I ain't getting on my routines earlier. I was gonna say, yeah, J. Cole, Drake, and Kanye. Me
Nice.
personally, Kanye, from a beat perspective, I aspire one day to make beats.
One of my favorites.
Kanye, from a musical, from a
Mhm.
beat, from a purely like lyric out of the out of the question, just purely musical standpoint. I want to make
Absolutely.
music like Kanye makes music. Kanye inspires me musically. Whenever I'm thinking of a beat to pick, I
That's a
want it
good
to
pick.
hit me like how Kanye beats hit me.
I
I
would
think about
agree.
that all the time when
Mhm.
I'm thinking of picking beat selection. When I'm thinking of that, I think of Kanye a lot when I'm thinking beats.
Well, I'll
Now,
have to say, listening to it beginning to end, I could listen to mostly all of his songs and listen to the music beginning to end. You
yeah,
know.
because the music,
Mhm.
you could front on the lyrics, whatever the concept you want, but if you take all the lyrics off, you listen to the music is beautiful almost every
Yeah.
fucking time. You cannot deny Kanye's musicality. Speaking of musicality, Drake. Now,
Ooh.
even though Drake has a ghostwriter, Drake still has to
I get
curate.
that.
He still has to curate what verses he picks, how he determines to deliver it.
True, true.
Drake's musicality and his versatility in musicality. You understand? Drake's ability to go, yeah, man, and things on a
Or
track. You
look,
understand?
Carl,
And
one of the
Drake's
best
ability to go, so
catalogs out there. You
for go
know,
on,
one of the best catalogs, Drake.
you
That's
know, I need
undeniable,
a one
though. You
dance.
know,
You know what I mean?
you can
From
go
there,
there. You can go
from the
like, yeah,
I better find your loving. From there
and
to
that's like old Drake. That
you
ain't
know what I
even the
mean?
new stuff, and that shit is
I'm just
amazing.
saying the
You can't deny
versatility
it
that he's shown in his so
in
r-
that time span. You know.
regardless of his ghostwriting stuff there, when it
Hmm.
comes to Drake's versatility in rapping and his general way he attacks tracks, I have a couple tracks that I've done that I know that I had Drake in my mind when I might play that for the Wednesday one of them, but I know I had Drake in my
Hmm.
mind when I was doing that track.
I like
You know
that
what I mean?
competition.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
You
then Drake will say he's influenced by Kanye a lot with musicality. So yeah, so those three guys I think about a lot when I'm
know
doing
they be
music.
going like back and forth in
Yeah,
music.
yeah. Like
That's real shit.
between J. Cole, Kanye, and Drake, you know what I mean? And Jay-Z with a certain delivery.
Why
Like
not go for the heavy hitters? You know.
Jay-Z
Oh,
with the with the audio. It's okay, it
I
does that every
bumped it.
once in a while. I don't know why it
Pardon.
does it. I need a better audio interface. I think that's the reason why it does it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the one last guy I want to give it to also, even
Mm.
though he's a weird mention,
I
purely
want to hear who.
purely off of delivery. This guy can deliver a line. When I think about
Okay,
delivery,
I'm trying to think, but I
as
want
a
to know.
singer, you're not gonna, you couldn't guess him. I guarantee you couldn't guess him.
I really don't know though, but I'm trying to see. Like I'm eager to know.
I'm giving it to
Underground singer, not rap no
not an
more.
underground singer.
Oh, okay,
He's known.
but he a singer from New
He's a
York.
singer. I believe he is from New York.
All right, let me ask you one more question, then I can guess how old is this person might be.
Today,
Hmm.
I think he died.
Is he old though, like '60s or like '90s artist, and then I can guess if you're from New York.
I'm gonna say six. Here's what I say.
All right, let's do it.
The anthem for New York.
Singing
The anthem for New York, like as in like
Sinatra.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
baby.
Frank Sinatra. As a guy that can deliver a
Stars
line.
spreading the news. Oh, listen,
Son,
that's an
as a guy
anthem,
that can
baby.
deliver a line.
Listen, Sinatra
Frank
is some of the most
Sinatra,
classic
start spreading the
Rat
news.
Pack. Come on, baby.
I want to be a
It don't get no
part
more
of
classic than that. It can't. It just can't. It
You
don't exist no more. And I'm okay with
New
that. You know,
York.
people can
I'm
sound
sorry,
like that a little, but it don't
I'm
exist.
sorry,
And I'm cool with
I'm
that. You
sorry.
know,
Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra and them. You know,
Frank Sinatra, you know what I mean? Listen. I don't know if I'm gonna have it. All I'm saying is
it's
for
just a beautiful
sure,
foundation.
for
you know?
sure, My Way is playing at my funeral. You can guarantee. You can guarantee.
Okay, that is a banger though. But I'd be like, you know, more feminine stuff. So like the love, you know,
Yeah.
song. Do you know that one?
Well, who him? By him? Which one?
That's one of my favorites. Him and Nat King Cole does it. You know what I'm saying? Like they spell it out. L is for the way you
look.
Okay, that's
at
one of my
me.
favorites from him and Nat King
Oh,
Cole.
yeah, of
Shout out to
course.
Nat King Cole. Shout out to
Of
Mommy
course,
because she
of
loves
course,
him.
yeah, they did. I know that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, but those him, yo, bro, he could deliver a line, bro.
Yeah, it was
Frank
just
could
watching them gave me
deliver it.
confidence. And I know it's like a male thing, but me growing up with big brothers, I looked up to them. So like looking up to Sinatra and them, and
Yeah.
I'm forgetting his name, but one of my favorites tap dancers, a black man. I'm forgetting his name, but he was one of the Rat Pack.
Oh,
And I'm so crazy for forgetting his name though. But the only black man that was in the Rat Pack, you know. I know I'm so bad for missing his name, but yeah, we can move on.
terrible.
But
All right.
shout out
But
to him.
yeah, bro, yeah. Frank Sinatra. Sometimes I think about the
Sammy Davis Jr. Boom.
Sammy
That's what
Davis
it is.
Jr. There we go. Yeah, I can't forget Sammy Davis Jr. But yeah, so feelings on social media. How do you feel about what social medias do you fuck with, and how do you feel about TikTok being about to be banned? As I know TikTok is one of
Well,
them that you fuck with.
I
So
believe all of the spy stuff about it. You know what I'm saying? I know we're getting spied on by every single network, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But dang, I was not happy about it leaving because I do use TikTok a lot for like, you know, trying to build my platform. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not happy about
is
it.
TikTok the
Technically.
only social media you use?
Right now, it's the biggest one that I use frequently, that and Facebook. But shout out to all the rest of them because I was building my content and then I got hacked. And then I'm like building up again. So they the two that I use currently is that and Facebook. So if they get
TikTok and
rid of it,
Facebook.
no, I won't be happy about it at all.
So
Thank you.
no problem. Yeah. If I gotta cheers.
Shout out. Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah.
Mhm. I be
Cheers out
trying to
there.
like, you know.
Ooh.
Go down
Would you
nicely.
pass for that?
Mm-hmm. You trying to use that to smooth it out?
Yeah, it's a little bit. All right.
It is
But
nice
yeah,
flavor though.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. What you call it? So TikTok. Oops, TikTok pissed me off, bro. TikTok wanna be banned and everything, and now I wanna be mad at me and give me no views.
Okay, may I say this? I know that
Listen,
happened to you a lot, but it just happened to me recently. I know you do a lot of content, you know what I'm saying? But me with the not so much content that I do, I just got banned recently, and that was not a good experience. And I wasn't even saying that much. They be serious.
When you say ban, what do you mean?
Well, my bad, not banned like that, but they wouldn't let me release a video, and they send it back like, "Girl, you can't do this," and they like ban my stuff.
Where you going?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It was kind of controversial, I guess, but not as far as I thought.
Not
Shit that I be seeing on there, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you?
Not you
That's
on
nice.
this. My bad. That's I mean, I don't know what is happening right now. I'm sorry.
I love
I don't
this
know what is
video in the
happening
middle
right
of the
now.
night.
Stop it. Jesus. Number one, it was mad loud. Number two, this is not That's why I can't fuck with TikTok.
I'm
It's
trying
not.
not to slouch.
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. All right. All right. All right.
Mm, Pardon me.
Dang, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. That
Oh, it's
happened because I
cool.
was trying to bring up Gigi's TikTok here. You know what I mean? I
I'm
wanted y'all
glad
to
you did that too, because I didn't know which name I put on there. Like, what the heck is my name on TikTok? I know that's bad, but I
oh,
got hacked recently, so I'm like, which one is it?
oh my
Ah,
god.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I see her.
It definitely varies a lot, but TikTok has definitely pigeonholed me. I'm not trying to blame it on TikTok, like it's just they fault, but yeah, seemed like I've been like in that margarine of 2, almost 3. The most I did was like 4.
Listen, that's where I wanna be. That's where I wanted to be. That's where I was good
Yeah,
staying
and I
at.
love shout out to the people that be staying with me because I
Cause
know
you
it
know
be the
something,
same people. It gotta
you get a
be.
couple likes, you get
Hmm.
a no, it be new
I
likes.
know you there though. I know
No,
you.
I was, and then they said go F
See, I know it
myself.
is. I know it is because there's no way.
And I even
I'm
said
surprised.
that's why I said I had to get some white people on there with me. You know what I mean?
White people cool as hell
I
though
was
on
trying to
TikTok with me.
bring
Mm.
it along, but they was like, nah, B, nah. And I'm like, I'm hurt.
White and black people, shout out.
Look at
All
that.
people,
It's so sad. 14, 14,
Mexican people,
6,
Asian people.
10. I don't got no views on here above like 20 views, 25 views. None. None. All
Just
of them is
recently
18,
though.
7. All of them are terrible.
Yeah, that's I don't
Look
know.
how, and then here 200, 200, 200.
That's hard
Good,
to
good.
believe.
And then it's
But
crazy. They stalked me out
yeah,
before, but it was
it got to
still.
be something.
But even then, I got a couple broke out because a couple should break because I at least decent con. All I'm saying is this:
I
TikTok.
like coming across your content. I be reposting your shit
I
because
know
I
I
believe that
appreciate
helps.
that.
Like all
It
the
do.
couple of people that I be like,
It
hell
do.
yeah, man,
It do. Thank you. I
it's
appreciate you.
entertaining.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you. You know what I mean? And a lot of this drone footage, like TikTok is killing. I refuse to
that seemed like
believe.
so much fun. You do a good job.
Thank you.
And you are professional, but that's very professional.
Thank you.
You know, I
Thank
was
you.
impressed.
Thank you. I
Hmm.
appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the drone
I can't wait to give me one.
took a lot of work. Yeah, the drone footage took a lot of
Fuck
work. You know
yeah,
what I
it
mean?
looks like it though. It paid off.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. Good shit.
yeah. And I have it in my the intro to all my pods got shots over the lodge and the shots over the
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Those are
Mm-hmm.
all my shots. Those are
All
all
right,
my
so
shots.
may I ask you this?
Yeah.
When you're doing your drone, where do you place yourself to fly your drone? I know you don't have to be close to where you have to be in the middle of the street, no shit like that, but
No.
you can be almost anywhere and do your drone, right? Proximity wise, and just fly it over.
I could be on the sidewalk. I'll just be on the
That's cool.
sidewalk.
That's cool.
But my
Hmm.
drone technically
As far as radius, how far do it go? Because you can get some good shots.
technically it could fly up to 4 miles away from me.
Oh,
Four
that's
or 5 miles.
sweet. But you got to be a
Technically.
really good driver, I would
But it
assume.
says that it wants me to keep eyesight of my drone.
Yeah, that's
And
what
the
I was
main reason for
saying.
that is because you don't now my drone can't do in between buildings like because the radio signal like it wants me to have a direct line a direct for the signal
Oh,
because it has
okay.
because I'm still flying it so
That
it has
makes
to
sense.
you know what I mean so if I
Mm.
can't be in between three skyscrapers all the way around the corner but if I'm on
Mm.
that block and I'm way up in the air that's fine because I've been 600 feet
Cool.
and I've been high up in the air as hell but
All right. So, may I ask you, did you have to figure that out, or it was already like boom? You know what I'm saying? Or did you
yeah
have to go through trial and error through other drones to
try
figure out you had to do some other stuff?
Yeah, this drone, the first time I flew it, I crashed it. The second time I flew it, I crashed it. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that
And
ain't bad.
but I both times I sent it back to the company, and they sent it back to me brand new. But
Oh,
this time I
good
haven't.
info.
Yeah, this time I
Hmm.
haven't crashed it yet. You know what I mean?
Boom. Cause
But this
yeah,
time
only a couple of times.
I got higher up than I've gotten before. I was this one shot I got. I can't wait to drop it. I'm going like right next to this building with this really cool
I can't
painting
wait to
on it.
see it.
You know what I mean? And I'm like floating in, and then you see Wayne State University building, and I'm like damn near
I
neck
feel
and
so
neck with it. I'm
familiar.
like almost right at the top of going right now Woodward. Almost
I'ma
right at
love
the
that
top of it. You know what I mean?
shot.
And then right as soon as I get past the Wayne State building, you see the whole little skyline of Detroit
I
is
love
open up
that
right after that. You know what
area.
I mean? So it's a
Yes,
really nice shot.
absolutely.
It's a really, and I'm flying, and I'm standing on Woodward, but I'm flying all the way up, all the way down. So it's great. But we
It
know
sounds like fun.
the
I
other thing,
love art too. That's beautiful.
the other thing that happens
Mm.
up there is that the winds is more crazy. So my wind almost flew into the side of the Wayne State building because There was a
Especially
time when,
recently.
yeah, I had my stick all the way to the other side. I mean, so my drone was like full like this, but the wind was blowing so hard that my drone was still going towards the building. You know what I mean?
Oh
And my heart was
snap!
racing because all I'm seeing is $600 flying towards this building. I'm like, help me!
And you know what? Thank you for
Help me,
saying
Jesus,
how
help
much
us,
how much it was because I didn't want to ask you because that's kind of rude. But thank
Yeah,
you for shout out because people learn how much they willing to go when you share information like
yeah,
that. It
yeah,
take time to,
yeah.
you know what I'm
The
saying?
full setup, like
I love drones though.
if you just
It's
wanted to
worth it.
buy the drone alone, just
Mm.
the drone alone, I feel like you could get it for about $500 right now.
Is it black,
No,
white?
white.
I
But
like that.
but
Like a
the
robot.
yeah, but the drone,
Mm.
but the controller I got alone is about $200. But the
Oh,
controller I got a screen built into it, so
oh, that's
that
boss.
so that you
Yeah.
don't gotta use your phone on the thing, the whole thing. So
All
it got a
right.
built-in screen into it. You
Carl,
know what I
this
mean?
is so funny. That is the coolest thing I ever heard. Me visualizing drones, I'm looking at a remote control shit. I'm looking at an 80s probably remote control. You got a dang screen. I like
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
cool.
And the other part, the reason why, and the other thing I have is two more batteries, and the thing that charges all three of them, because one battery gives you 25 minutes. In real life, you
Mm.
got about 18 minutes with that battery. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
So
think about what you want to
the
do,
fact that I got
kind of.
three batteries, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So I could
Real
fly for
shit.
like damn near an hour, and I could get mad footage if I want to. So I could do that at one time as opposed to like up 18 minutes, we're done, just done for the day. That's it. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
Like,
Carl, may I ask you this?
yeah.
As far as batteries, you say you got three. May I ask, do you have to bring the drone back, sit it down on some type of device to charge it, or can you charge it mid-air and just switch out the battery while it's still going?
No, you
Because that
gotta
seemed like a lot, you know.
you gotta land it. You gotta
You
it's
gotta land
battery
it, but that's
switches out.
sweet.
Yeah, so you put in
You can
one
switch it
battery,
out and can do it
18
again.
minutes, you fly it around the thing. You know what I mean? You fly back down.
That's a lot of good
When the
footage
thing
too.
runs out, you take out that battery, you put in another battery, got another 18 minutes,
Mm,
and you can take that battery. If you have it like in your car, USB-C port, you could put that in your thing, lock up your car, but turn your car on, and have your car charging your battery, or
mm,
buy a portable thing that could charge up your battery back thing, so that you can have that charging that first battery, and then you have your second battery. You have that for another 18 minutes. Then you take
mm.
that battery out. Then you put the third battery in for another 18 minutes. And you had that first battery charging now and that second battery charge. So now by the time you're ready, that first battery might have like another like 15, 10, 40 if you wanted to keep trying to keep going. You know what I mean?
That's not bad though.
So yeah,
Mm.
it's
You can
not,
get a
it's
lot of
not
good
bad.
stuff.
So that's why I said the
Mm.
overall setup was like about $1,200. You know what I mean? 12 for the controller, for all the
That's nice.
batteries, and the drone. But I got it on Facebook Marketplace for 700. You know what I mean? 700, 750. You know what I
Mm.
mean? By some old white guy that only flew it a couple times, didn't have
That's
a
a
need for
deal.
it.
I like
You
a
know what
good
I mean?
deal.
So I was like, fuck it, I
Mm.
could get this nice ass controller,
And people
nice
like
ass
that
thing.
take care of stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
Older people,
yeah,
they
yeah,
appreciate value
yeah.
of things, you
Yeah,
know.
100%.
It
You
was
know
a
what I
good
mean?
buy, I'm pretty
It
sure.
was very good, very good. It
Mm.
looked brand new when I got it from them, and each time I sent it back to the DJI people, and they sent it back to me, it looked brand new every time. Like the last time I sent it to them, I crashed that bitch. Like I saw a little dirt on the side of it.
Oh.
I looked at it, it looked like a little dirt happened, but then it looked a little fucked up. Whatever. I
Mm.
sent it to them. When they sent it back, I was looking for that little piece of dirt. Gone. Everything looked good.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
clipped in looked perfect. Everything got a little plastic. I'm like,
So,
I sw- they didn't. They're not gonna tell me they replaced it, but in my mind, this shit looked brand
mm.
new. As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah, see, I
the
like
drone
stuff
looked
like
brand
that.
new. You know what I mean? So if I recommend the company that I'm buying
Mm.
from, like they make you pay a little bit to get in, but bro, I
I like
recommend
good
them. They
buys like
got good
that.
quality.
Respect.
And let me tell you something else too.
Facebook Market.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I got. My
Yeah.
favorite thing about this drone is this: you have to get an FAA, Federal Air Association, federal license as a drone pilot to fly any drone in
Ooh,
America in
it's
any state,
controversy.
anywhere. Is
I'm glad you said
at
that.
least you have to get a license if that drone is above 250 grams.
Okay, may I ask you this?
Yeah,
Did you get one, and what did it
not
take
yet,
to
not
get
yet,
one?
not yet,
Okay,
not yet.
because
You know
I'm
why? You know
wondering.
why? Hold on,
I would like to.
because this company made a drone that was what? 249 grams.
Oh, I
Just
like it.
under the
Whatever company
regulation.
that is.
Yeah, just so that I was like, all right. So
That's
guess what? I can
I like
fly,
them.
get all of this footage
I
legally
like
with no
them.
license,
Whoever they
but
are.
I can only fly recreationally. So I do plan to get a license. They say
Real
it's
shit.
about a 60, 70 question test. It's something I could study for. Same
Mm.
way you can study for a driving test. It's not impossible.
Oh
And
yeah.
I do plan to get one. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because I do plan to eventually charge people for being a drone pilot and charge you because
Oh, the wonders.
the
It's a
amount of
beautiful
footage I could get,
thing.
the footage and
Hmm.
things I can get, and
And
for
what you got
cookouts and
now?
the,
Comparison.
to
Stop.
the black
Or don't
community.
stop.
Whenever you watch drone footage, or whenever you go
Hmm.
look up drone footage, whatever drone you want to look at, go look up 4K, go look up party, anything, whatever you want to look up.
Real
You
shit.
never gonna see black people there in the footage because drone footage. You know how many black
Tell
drone
me
pilots
what.
there are for real? You know what I mean? Like
Oh, it be like that, man. And I know it be like that, but you bringing this particular thing to my attention because I know it be like that.
I'm
But
saying,
come the
so how
f
many
on,
black drone pilots are there that take it seriously? And then, all right, forget
come
it. So how
on.
many people are marketing to our community to give us drone footage, to give us every time you see it, it looks cinematic.
I haven't came across
To
it
me personally, I
myself.
know I ain't shit, but to me, this was like a like it looks I fucked up. But it looked beautiful to me. It look amazing to me. You know what I mean? I'm like,
We're looking at the screen.
I only see that
Mm.
shit in the movies. You know what I mean? I only see
Listen,
that
that is a beautiful shot. It's a
like
beautiful
with the
shot.
sunset, with Detroit,
A
like
beautiful sunset is all you need, and then the skylight of the city. What more do you need other than that?
you got the city right there.
You
You
don't
know what
need
I mean?
much.
Like
That's
dog,
pure beauty.
that's it right there. That's it
Hmm.
right there. You know what I mean? Like so, um,
I
I'm
be taking great pictures of the sunset on my busted phone, and it looks magnificent because nature doesn't need much, you know.
yeah. You just gotta
Hmm.
capture it. You just gotta capture. You funny nature. You right about that, 100%. You know what I mean? But yeah,
You be getting some shots though.
TikTok be hating on me. But anyway, I'm gonna get back on the rails. Back on the rails.
TikTok is
I can't take it. You know what I mean?
TikTok is TikTok. You know, it's like
Well, why not
yin and
Instagram? Why aren't
yang,
you on
if you
Instagram?
will. Okay. I would have to say I was on there and it was lovely, but I got hacked in a major way and it was months
Alright.
ago. And the
Alright.
person still got my stuff, you know?
Alright. I'm done. I gotta what is this hack business? What is this? I'm done.
Man,
Because
Carl. All
what
right.
is this
It's
getting
not an
hacked?
excuse because I don't use stuff as an excuse, but no, I'm not on there currently because the person that hacked me, supposedly they from Africa, they still using my name like Gigi Calloway. And okay, at first I was using it as a good thing because I was getting content of the week, like from Facebook, about to be, getting some money from them every week. And then, I got hacked. And then so I didn't do nothing about it for a while because I was like, of course, they're going to push my content. They were still posting my videos. They weren't saying anything. So I was like, okay, as long as they don't do nothing, I was mad that they hacked me, but I wasn't saying anything. And then it got out of hand when they said something like, very, very not me. And then it was too late. So they still got my stuff months later. I know that's not, but it's funny.
So somebody from Africa really hacked your shit.
Because I was able, sometimes when I'm really good, I can find out stuff on my phone and I'll be like, go, go, gadget girl. And I found them and I found out where they were and it showed me their location. And I did this shit on the Android. And I got in contact with them. Yes, it was an African. And so there was in Legos. I don't know if that was in Africa. I don't remember. But
Yeah,
it's all right.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, motherfucker, I know they know English. So yeah, I cussed them out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they still use my shit. So shout out to them. They be saying some silly shit sometimes,
No,
you know?
no,
So
fuck them.
it's the funniest story. Listen, Carl, why my
That's
big sister
crazy.
comment with them and be like comment in a funny way? And I'm like, bitch, that's not me. Like, sorry for saying,
Yeah.
bitch, I love my big sister. I love you. But I'm like, that's not me. How many times I got to tell you, stop commenting with him? Facebook will not tell them to stop using my page. So shout out whoever be shadow boxing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
They still be doing content for me. So I appreciate it. Shout out to whoever the fuck you are, you know?
Oh my
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
god. That's
Thanks for
ridiculous.
asking. But
That's
Instagram was being very good to
crazy.
me. I was about to push my music there, and they got me, dog. You know, so it's an experience because I got to rebuild. So it's just more for content you know,
That's a cautionary tale. Let me go tighten up my security. You know what I'm saying? Because
it was silly.
if y'all think
I'm
I
sure
posted
you.
every week to have y'all come take my shit over, nah, I'm gonna be in Africa with a two
It
by four
hurt.
coming to come beat y'all with a
It
goddamn
hurt,
head. You
Carl,
know,
because I was just on there. I was
y'all
getting
fuck with me in
contact
Legos. I'm
after
gonna be in
contact.
Legos, all right? And y'all
I was
gonna
about to be
lose some Legos, all
ambassador
right?
for a lot of brands, and then I just got hacked in a major way. Like, come on. I'm still up though, and I'm rebuilding, but it took me a couple of months to get back on. They would not like release it. Oh, Facebook like F you, and I'm like, you would just give me content of the week. It's not me, but they don't believe me though. But it's okay. It's still pushing me. So
Man,
thanks for asking.
man, that's crazy. All right. So, a question I have for you. So,
Real shit. Real shit.
if movies, so if one had to go, so one has to not exist
I
between
love movies.
between movies and TV shows.
Oop. Shout out to my siblings because I'm an outside kid, but half my life I watched a lot of TV, so I'm a big movie buff as
Mm.
well as a nature kid too.
So you like
Mm.
nature? You like going outside?
I love trees. I touch them, I hug them. I used to climb them, but I'm a little older, so I don't climb them like
Have you
that.
ever done mushrooms?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people that I love in my family have, but I have not because I used to be very different in life. So I had to do a lot of healing, but I'm ready to do mushrooms though, but I haven't taken it yet, honestly.
You got. I don't want to.
Have you?
Yes.
That's cool.
Only about. I say only.
Some people I love
Only
have, and
about
I
5 or 7 times.
I love that
Yeah. Let me say. Let
shit.
me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I always ask
I
people to
haven't taken
have
it in
mad respect.
in
I
like
ask people.
7 months. I want to though. I need another one. I need another. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what
Some
it is.
people haven't tripped, but have you tripped in a good
Yeah.
way or
Yeah.
bad way? I would like to know
It's.
your experience.
Let me tell you something. All right. Psychedelics or just because I'm not going to say psychedelics because I've always taken this mushrooms. I haven't done LSD or that. No, mushrooms. And I've only taken the plant form. Like I like to see
Mm.
it look like a mushroom. I'm not eating no candy bar. I ain't taking no pills.
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta chew on a. It don't taste good, no, but at least I know it's a. I know it look
I've
like a
had it in
mushroom.
tea form, but it wasn't that
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
didn't trip.
So for me,
Hmm.
I need to see it. You know what I mean? So
Cool.
the thing is this. I think the marketing on mushrooms sells you the whole visual aspect.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It sells you that whole thing. But what it doesn't sell you is the psychological aspect.
I be
The
thinking it's more spiritual
what kept
too.
me coming back to
I want
mushrooms
to know.
was it was like therapy in a plant. Mushrooms allowed me to forgive
Mm.
myself. You know what I mean?
See,
Like you see
that's real
a lot of
shit.
what pushes me to do what I'm doing, a lot of what pushes me to constantly improve is because anything
Mm.
anyone could say to me, I've already said to myself. I criticize myself so much. I analyze myself so much to the point where like
I've been there.
so that keeps me so it keeps me pushing towards greatness, steadily improving. But
Hmm.
that also robs me of a certain amount of satisfaction and gratitude I should have to the
Mm.
level I'm at. You
Forgiveness
know
is
what I
hard
mean?
though.
So when I'm on like mushrooms, one of the things that helped me to do is just like, yo, man, look, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You're 29. You're an earthling on earth. You're a human
Hmm.
just trying to figure it out. It's okay. You're doing fine. All right. You could be doing a lot worse. All right. It really helps put things in perspective. I promise you. You know what I mean? Like it really, and also
Mm.
one thing I recommend though, because it made me think about everything. You know, for some reason, when you think about people experiencing funny colors and yeah, everything is HDR on mushrooms. Yeah, I could see everything. My visual, I could see and experience everything. I was
Mm.
in tune with everything. Especially, I love doing them in nature. That's my favorite thing is being in nature and mushrooms. I swear
Yeah,
to God.
that's what I want to
But I
do
swear to
too.
God, being in nature and mushrooms is the best thing
Hmm.
on fucking earth. I swear to God. But the thing is, it really, it really helped me. It really helped me in my mind, like slow down for a second and really give me 2020 perspective. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
And really and I think that that's necessary and it helped me to forgive myself. And the other thing is this: it's not to run from reality. I think when people have a bad trip,
Yeah,
the way I
buddy.
The way I
Mm-hmm.
interpret a bad trip is this: you did something or experienced something that heavily affected you, and you, for the most part, were trying to
Oh, okay.
you, for the most part, were trying to ignore it, trying to not
Oh, you
digest
said a
it,
lot there.
trying to run from it, and to some degree, you were trying to run from reality.
Mm-hmm.
And you fucked around with mushrooms, thinking that it was going to help you run from reality,
Mm-hmm.
when that is not what mushrooms do.
I
Mushrooms
appreciate
help
you
you
saying
deal with
that.
reality.
That's a beautiful.
Mushrooms bring, if there's some thought in the
That's
back of your head,
perspective
something
of it.
like, no, it'll. So mushrooms isn't to help you run from reality. Mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
to help you deal with
Yeah,
reality.
face it like
Yeah,
eternally,
yeah,
internally. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? The
yeah.
deepest, most beautiful but terrifying way.
The
You
first
know,
time I took mushrooms, I remember this happening.
beautiful
Because and I know this is
if
wrong.
you allow it to be.
I know this is a lie, or like this is crazy, whatever. My whole life, there's only been one consciousness in my head, as far as I really know for sure. Been my own brain, me working. My only one voice I heard, for real, like for the most part. When I took mushrooms,
Wow, I like you saying that because um, I see that you pay attention to the fact that there are many and people hear many, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And it's not a bad thing, but I appreciate you saying the fact that you are yourself,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But when I took
That's beautiful.
mushrooms,
Hmm.
the first time I took mushrooms, and it started wave, it started hitting me, and
May I ask you how old you were, if you can remember how old you were?
it was a not long ago. It was like
That's
a
cool as
year or
fuck.
two ago, maybe
Mm.
2 years tops. 2 years tops. I took mushrooms. It wasn't young. No,
What
this was
made you want to
old.
do it?
A breakup with my girlfriend. The day I took it was the day I broke up with
Wow.
my girlfriend.
With a friend or by yourself?
I took it with a friend that was a little more experienced with it.
I
You know what I
like
mean?
that.
Um,
Shout out to the friend,
I knew
you
I was
know,
gonna
and
deal
you.
with it. Yeah, it was a day where like I
Good
I
friends.
knew I had to do it this way. It was terrible. I had to wait until she was at work. I took the day off of work. I came home. My friend had a pickup truck. I packed up all of my stuff, and I moved back to my mom's crib. You know what I mean? And he had
Nice. Home is
and I had us
sacred.
buy mushrooms, and I knew I was in tune for a emotional onslaught when she called me when she got home and saw that all my stuff was gone. Half the closet was empty. My TV, and so
All right, Carl, may I ask you this? Because I know you got ghosts. Like you ain't tell the
uh,
lady that you were leaving
I told her
because it
for
was it was a surprise.
several weeks
Hmm.
that I was discontent and then I was unhappy. There was a point where she, no lie, literally went la 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 like that with her ears, like that with her fingers in her ears, like it's like a 5 year old. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
Yeah, I don't mean to rear off to something else that you ain't to talk about.
I'm just
If
saying.
I'm being, if I'm prying too much, you know.
I'm just saying. I bought suitcases,
Mm.
a set of 3 suitcases that I parked in the middle of the living room. You know what I mean? To
Oh well, yeah,
weeks before this. You know what I mean?
that's pretty
You know what I
telling.
mean? And I
You
was like,
know.
"You're not taking me seriously. You're not listening to me. You're not hearing
Yeah,
me. You're not.
that's pretty direct.
You're not
I would
understanding me.
say.
You're not understanding me."
But let me ask you this, and this is very small, but you ain't tell her that day.
No,
Mm.
no, no.
Mm.
Because
But you told her though, real
I
shit.
if she was gonna say
But
this was out
not to
of
say
left
it like that,
field,
because I'm not trying to put myself, because respect to women, you know what I'm saying? Because people be, but I get stuff like that, and I appreciate you talking about your relationship because a lot of men don't want to talk about their relationship and how they were hurt. You know what I'm saying? But we all hurt each other though. But it's nice hearing a different perspective.
let me tell you
Honestly.
something. That the best thing I ever did for my life was to leave that relationship. But that relationship had to happen
Hmm.
because me breaking my neck had to happen. And that's how I ended up in that apartment. Because I was working
Damn.
65 hours a week to make 3.5 times the rent to
Mm.
produce the pay stubs to qualify for that apartment.
Mm.
So I broke my neck literally to get that place. Literally broke my neck to
Yeah,
get
cause
that
pardon me, but you
place.
say you fell asleep. Like that's
I fell
real
asleep behind the
shit.
wheel. Yeah, so
Hmm.
I broke
That's
my
a lot
neck.
of hours.
I broke my neck November 20th, and our move-in date was November 30th.
The most hours I work is 50, but 60,
My
like
record right now is
that's a
88.
lot.
My record right now is 88.
But
hours
what?
in a
Okay,
week. In a
I
week.
be doing the math in my head, so that's like okay. That's not taking the day off, but that could be 12 hours a day or more. That could be 14 if it's
But it
88.
was 2 jobs. It was 2 jobs. One scheduled me 40 hours a week. One
Okay.
scheduled me 49 hours a week, 48 hours a week, and I
Mm.
worked 88 hours that week.
Wow.
I
Mm.
almost and I got into a car crash that week. But what I did was I
Man,
didn't hit anyone else.
and you've been through a
Once again I
lot.
fell asleep and I hit the side of the road, hit the side of the highway. Woke
Mm.
up, was about to hit construction shit, swerved back into traffic, was about to hit the car in front of me, swerved again, swerved into the middle of the thing.
That sounds
Then
like
I
a
had to avoid a
movie.
car, and then because of where I swerved out, my car lost control a little bit. So
Mm.
at one point, swear to God, I was opposite the way on the highway. Like the highway goes this way, and my car was faced this way. So I was like,
Okay.
shit. So I had to fucking stop when my car skid out and then again turn back around. Like
May I ask
it
you
was
two
a
things?
crazy. I
Was it in the
avoided 10 cars.
wintertime?
It was not wintertime. There
And
was
it
no
was
snow on the
early in the
ground.
AM?
It was
That is
no
terrifying.
that was like 3:30 p.m. 3 p.m. that happened.
Wow, but you seem like you was really controlling the vehicle for it to have that many changes. Like
When
you
I
was
woke
really
up,
like
yeah, when
with
I
your
woke up, I was
nose.
controlling it. Yeah, you know what I
Mm.
mean. But there
Mhm.
was a time when I wasn't controlling. I was about to, and I
Yeah,
woke
that's a
up, I was
lot.
hit, and had to avoid. But what the reason why all of that happened is because
Mhm.
I was trying. My main thought when I woke up was don't hit nobody. That was my first
Yeah.
thought. So me swerving and losing control
Mhm.
was me avoiding this car, avoiding that car, avoiding on that whole thing.
That's a lot.
I
Like a
hit
zigzag
nobody.
type
I
stuff.
hit nobody. I hit nobody. You know what I
That's
mean?
impressive.
So
Cause
my
it be a lot of accidents, and I'm grateful that I
yeah,
don't be ever in an accident. But I drive past them, and I know it don't be nobody intention to get in an accident.
yeah,
But it takes some time to like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That
You gotta
maneuvering
really know how to drive
for real,
sometimes. You know.
for real. You know what I mean? So I said I to say all that I had to happen to get to what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? I'm not.
So, Carl, may I ask you
Yeah.
this? Like, because that wasn't that long ago, and have you going to therapy because of the trauma of the going through something traumatic like that? Because that take a lot of
That's funny.
very, very.
Here's what I
Not
want
a
to
lot
tell
of people
people.
have broken their neck and lived to tell it. So that's a very, very unique person. Like you are one of the very few. You know what I'm
So
saying?
let me
So
tell you.
that's
So
yeah.
I was in the 1990 like 7 Toyota Camry, which I loved to this day, and it breaks
Yeah,
my
was that
heart.
one of your first cars
It
or
was
one
my
of the cars?
second car,
Oh,
and
cool
it was a
beans. Yeah.
V6. It was still the best car I ever owned
Was
to
it
this day.
fast?
Yeah, it was fast. Swear to God, you couldn't tell me shit, nigga. It
I
was
like shit
fast.
like
I
that.
don't care. That shit was going. Had a clean body, clean body.
That's
I love that
cool.
car. Let me tell you
So
something
do you
though.
like Fast and Furious or
I
something
do
like
love
that?
that, of
Yeah,
course,
it's
right?
classic.
But that car fucking airbags didn't go off. I was wearing no seatbelt. I flipped my car.
Oh.
I broke my neck. The reason why I broke my neck is because when you flip your car, you know, my head hit the ground when the car flipped, and that
Mhm.
caused a compound fracture. And that was my, and I had to I crawled out the car. I never lost consciousness. I crawled out the car, side of the car.
Are you
I had to
serious,
I had to
Carl?
kick the window out. It's the truth to
I
kick the
didn't know
windows
that
out.
was possible to
You know what I
do.
mean? Huh?
I did. Okay, I don't know much because but breaking your neck, I didn't know you can get up and do stuff like that. I
I
guess it
had
depends on
adrenaline running. I didn't
where.
know my neck was broken until I got in the ambulance.
Oh, that is a
And
that's
I felt
amazing,
it
Carl. What the
slowly start to
fuck?
lose
Sorry for
motion,
cussing so
and
much,
I
but
felt it
wow.
slowly start to, you know what I mean,
Mm,
lose motion with it. You know what I mean?
mm,
But but
man.
the thing is, I'm not mad at it. That had
Mm,
to happen. You know what I mean? Because I was taking life for granted. You know what I mean? I was just going through the motions. I was just doing whatever. You know what I
mm.
mean? And I was like, now you died. You did nothing. You had all of this talent, all this ability. You was just doing what? Doing all of this for what? Because right now, like I said, my limit I hit 88 and I fell asleep. But right now, I could work 65, 70 hours a week. Gucci,
And it was a highway, not the
Gucci.
freeway.
It was a highway. Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm,
was going.
yeah,
It was
man.
how I was going like a good probably like 60 when it flipped once and a half, almost 2 times it flipped. You know what I mean? But
I've
it's
been blessed because I've definitely been sleepy. I worked a midnight job before, so I know what that is. You know what I'm saying? And I've
and I was
definitely been blessed
fighting.
to.
I was fighting. Oh,
I've
here's a
had
tip
them
by the way. Here's a
nights.
tip since I talked about it
Mhm.
so much. Here's a tip that I got for y'all, and
Yeah.
this works, but I'll be honest with you. One time it almost failed me,
Yeah.
but so there's a show called Hot Ones. You ever seen it?
Hot Ones.
Yeah, on YouTube they eat hot wings. They talk to a celebrity eat hot
That's one of
wings.
my favorites.
Yeah, yeah,
You
you
know, well, I watch my favorite
yeah,
people on there.
yeah,
Would
yeah,
you ever go on there?
yeah, I would.
I
So
wouldn't be able to, but I would love to do
so
it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
So I bought in my car right now, even though right out there I have a hot sauce that's from the Hot Ones show.
What level?
It's a hot fucking sauce.
I can do it.
It's a hot. And let me tell you something. I'm Jamaican.
Not
You thought you had
anymore.
hot sauce
Mm-mm.
until you taste one of the bitches. You thought that was faking until you order one of the bitches that was on that table. And you taste it and you go,
And you have it in your car.
and you go, this shit burning 5
I
minutes,
couldn't
10
do
minutes,
it.
15 minutes. It's burning for 15 minutes straight. You drinking water, milk, anything you want, titty milk, no matter what you're drinking. Shit
No.
burning. It's burning, nigga. It's burning. It's burning. It's burning. So I use it for whenever I feel too sleepy while driving.
I like hot food, but not that level hot. You know what I'm
Whenever I'm
saying?
driving and I
Mhm.
start feeling too like sleepy, as in like I'm having what I call long blinks.
Yeah, I've been there. Hmm.
If you have that hot sauce in your car while you're having long blinks,
Oh.
now granted, here's the thing: caffeine doesn't always work. Coffee doesn't always work. This hot sauce is not going to expire. It can stay in your car. It's shelf stable. It's not, and you don't need a lot of it, especially if you get the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
gonna
it.
work, and your brain gonna light up. If you could fall asleep while your mouth is on fire, then hey, you was never gonna make it home that night.
Well,
But
it's
let
not
me
that
tell you,
doable
let
for many. It's not
me
that
tell you,
doable.
when you put this shit on, you go.
That's an eye opener, though. It would be for me
let me tell you
because
something.
uncomfortable makes you wake up.
It's
You know
going. Let me tell you
what
something.
I'm
You're not gonna be
saying?
happy. It's not pleasant. It's torture, but you're gonna be awake.
Because when I used to fall asleep, I used to use music, and then that used to be a lullaby. Even the loudest rap music became a lullaby, and I'm
Trying to
like,
pull the
this
windows
shit ain't
open.
working no
When I flipped my
more.
shit, the windows was
It
open.
used to
Trying
sing
to.
me to sleep. The loudest beats, because I used to get used to it, and I used to be like,
But pain,
What
that
is it?
hot
Oh,
sauce,
yeah.
pain.
I love hot peppers and stuff like that, like cooked in my food, but I
Listen,
can't do
those
that
hot
no more.
sauces,
Like,
those hot
yeah,
ones,
my
those
siblings, like, they
as
love
soon as it
hot
touch your
stuff.
tongue and you put
Hmm.
it's gonna burn. So
My
let me.
taste buds changed. Like, I used to be able to do that as a child. Like, we used to eat the hottest stuff, but now, like, people would say I'm kind of like a sissy and stuff like that. But I love hot food, like spicy food.
Yeah, I'm
But
telling
the
you though.
wing show, I'm out. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I
I'm
couldn't
telling you.
hang.
Nah, not at all.
But you can hang though. If you can do that, you can hang.
Nah, it hurt like a motherfucker. So it hurt like a motherfucker. So here we go.
Yeah, real shit.
4 years ago, on this day, 4 years ago, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 outbreak a global pandemic.
That's what it looked like too with the picture. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. So looking back on 4 years since COVID, what is your perspective on having lived through it, which
You
we
got some
both
real
have?
questions. Sorry about that. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I don't know. What's your perspective on having
No.
lived through COVID? What's your perspective on COVID? What's your perspective on the vaccine, on the lockdowns, on the shutdowns of businesses? What is your
Oh,
experience on
it's
what you
so
lived
much
through?
in 4 years that changed. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
Like,
high school
that's
senior.
since I seen you a little bit before that, but yeah,
Yeah.
so much has changed. But it was a whirlwind, because sometimes like being prepared for something like that, you don't think something like that gonna happen in your lifetime, and it did. It really happened.
Did you get vaccinated?
Absolutely not.
Can
Absolutely
you
not. It
pound on
cost
that?
me pound on that. It cost me a so-called good job, but I couldn't do it.
Is that why you
Do
left the
it.
colony?
No, that wasn't a good job. I was working at this government job, and everybody was like, "Yeah, they did it," and I was like one of the only ones who didn't.
The
Shout out
government.
because I love those people, but yeah, I ain't gonna say where it's at, but yeah, and it cost me a good paying job. Like, so some people like 22 is a good paying job, or
Yeah.
18. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhere close to that, or 20.
Yeah.
But and it was very leisure. So, and everybody was kind, but I couldn't do that because I know, and I got vaccinated before when I was a kid, but it wasn't my consent. And people do what they
Yeah.
told back then. But now that I have a choice, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't blame you at all. My day
it
job,
cost me a lot
there
though.
was a point where they was paying people like $200-300 a month extra on their check to get vaccinated, to be vaccinated.
Carl, man, say this. They started at 1,200. If people go back, if anybody record this, they started at 1,200. Nobody, whoever got the 1,200, I don't know where y'all at, but the first vaccines, they was giving motherfuckers 1,200. You know what I'm saying? And then it got lower and lower, and then they started doing it for free. And everybody
Yeah.
started getting it when it was free
Yeah.
in a matter of months.
That shit was crazy.
That's good advertisement.
That shit was crazy.
Shout out, but that's bad. That's terrible. But I don't believe in that.
I'm telling you. But like, I never got vaccinated. Never.
Yeah, and
Never,
I don't
never,
judge anybody
never.
who did because people had a choice to
My
make.
mother got so many
Yeah.
people in my family got
Me
vaccinated that I can't
too.
judge people that got
Me
vaccinated.
too, and I do not.
Cause there was so much pressure. But
It
let me
was
tell you
hard.
something. They was talking about the unvaccinated like we were Nazis. Like I wanted to see grandmothers die. Like I was the
Yeah.
worst person ever. Like I hated society or something. Like they was talking
And it
about
was
me
just
crazy.
like, why
And I was just
though?
like, nah.
Like, it's a personal choice, and if you knew why, do a little bit of research, and it would tell you why I'm doing this.
And
you know what I'm saying?
now what they don't want to, the same World Health Organization. I don't have the clip here like saved. I mean, I have it saved, but not on this thing here. But they had a thing where they recently came out and they said that now it's discovered that there's tons of side effects to the vaccine. You know what I mean? There's tons of people that have died
That's
randomly.
terrible. I try not to watch the news because it affects me in an emotional way. But when people tell me, what I'm saying, the people that do watch it that can take that type of thing, like I hate what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very emotional person, so I have to tune out a lot.
I don't blame you at all because
Mhm.
honestly, when I look at if it wasn't for me doing this podcast and having to
Oh
make
yeah, be up on
these
the
and
you
make
gotta be up on
these,
that
if
stuff.
it wasn't for me doing this podcast, I would not watch the news because I work too much and I still don't watch news to be honest with you. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I have certain outlets. I like every week when I have to craft this docket, I have all right, I'll just tell you to them. It's all right, New York Times, BBC News,
That's
New
good.
York Post, No Jumper, um, DJ Academics, The Shade Room, TMZ.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a couple
Them
I'm
cover the
forgetting right
grounds
now,
though.
but
A lot of grounds.
there's a couple outlets I go to and I'm like, all right, what's happening in the world?
Mhm.
When you want to lick your finger and see where the wind's blowing, when you want to see what the culture's on right now, see what's happening in the news, see what's happening. When I want to keep my ear to the ground, I've just over the last two. That's one of the things I've over researched. Over the last 2-3 years, I've got a couple sources, a couple places I go that keep me informed, that keep me able to stay on
It covers the
what's
grounds of a
happening.
lot
You know
of
what I
different
mean?
topics.
You know what I mean? Yeah, between the
That's
world,
important.
political things,
Yeah.
environmental
Of
things,
ages and
hip hop
culture.
things, like it's like all sorts of things. You know what I mean? So, because
That covers a lot.
yeah, you know what I mean. So I've learned that. I've learned to do that over time. You know what I mean? How to craft these things.
I
You know what I
like
mean?
that. That's cool, man.
So I don't know if I had answered this. I don't know if I had said this. I think I asked this question, but I never. No, I don't know.
You might have
Anyway,
did though, but yeah, this is really cool.
so if movies between movies and TV shows,
Mm.
if one of them had to not exist, if you had to choose to erase all the TV shows you ever watched from your life experience,
Ooh.
or
Ouch.
erase all the movies you ever watched from your life experience, which one would you choose?
Oh, that would be easy. Okay, so me growing up, being the 80s baby, horror was really, really, really big. So I watched a lot of very, very horrific things as a child. So didn't know that it was affecting me in a way. So I was very, very desensitized at a very young age. And I lived in a very violent, place, but me being that way, seeing things at a very young age, was nothing to me. So healing is showing me like me seeing all that at a very young age probably wasn't that healthy, even though I do like horror films, but it took me a while to heal from that and grow from that. So, movies, definitely back then, if I could erase that and like, I don't have those visions or nightmares anymore because I got rid of that type of pattern of watching movies. So, movies, horror movies,
You take away movies, but you have to take away all movies.
horror movies. Oh, all movies?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I ain't doing
saying
that.
movies and TV shows. Because the thing
Oh,
is, honestly, when I look at it,
I went real deep too.
people, yeah, you did. I appreciate that. But nah, but people
My
don't
bad.
realize that, like back in the day, like back when in the generation you're
That's
talking about,
big. That's a big question.
um, movies was more important, in my opinion.
Which one inspired me more?
Whereas like TV shows, whereas today TV shows has reached the money and production point where they're damn near neck and neck with movies. Where
Oh
they where
yeah,
there's TV
like
shows,
Netflix.
yeah, there's TV shows today
Hmm.
that are damn near as good as
It's like
movies
merge.
were.
Netflix is like
Yeah,
merge TV show
yeah,
movies.
yeah. Whereas back
Yeah,
in the day,
I want to direct one
it
day.
was like movies were at this
You
level,
should too.
and TV shows
You
were.
are.
Oh, I'm going to.
I
I'm
was
going.
say you doing it right
I'm a
now,
direct the movie.
man. Listen, when
If
you
you don't
do,
want,
if I do it first or you do it first, I would love to be in your movie. If not, audition or help in some way, man.
yeah, you would. I
Real shit.
appreciate that. Real
Hmm.
shit. That's dope. You know what I mean? But yeah, 100%. Forgot I was gonna say.
My bad. You was talking about movies, but that's a big question
But not, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
the
But yeah,
impact of movies,
yeah. The
and
impact
TV
movies
shows
and TV shows. So, but if you had to choose one, which was more impactful,
to
movies or
get
TV
rid of.
shows? 'Cause that's
All
what really
right.
matters. Which one's
So
more
here's the
effective?
thing: with me and my siblings, though, I watch a lot of TV because I didn't grow up rich. You know what I'm saying? Definitely grew up not having the best, but I
So you
had
couldn't go to
love.
the
But
movies all the time.
absolutely not. I had a lot of siblings, so
Mm.
keeping the cable on, absolutely. I kept up with all of the shows. So me watching movies like, TV shows, The Simpsons and Family Matters, you know what I'm saying, Full House. I watched both, so it was,
So you gotta keep the TV
but
shows.
movies are very, very, very important to me because when they came out, my daddy used to buy the video, so movies are big too. So I don't know if I can choose. That's crazy. You know, it's a
It's a
lot of important
crazy
80s
question. Yeah,
movies
I
too.
love
I
like
love
I
movies.
love the Breakfast Club. I
Yeah.
love so many
Oh,
movies
some
I
of my
love.
favorite that's a great movie. Some of my favorite people are in movies and not in TV shows, like Eddie Murphy, the
Yeah,
classics. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
comedic stuff. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're
Hmm.
right. You're right. That's hard. It's a hard choice.
So they
Hard
crisscross
choice.
for me. But you got some good questions though. Like I was like trying to sneak ahead of time. Like, what do you think we gonna talk
I
about?
asked that
Like,
question before
I
I
appreciate
knew
it.
what I was. I don't got to answer that question.
Max, for you, what is one of your favorite that really like inspire you that you liked as a child or as an adult, whichever? Because it's a lot, for
I gotta
me.
give it to one. There's one that I'm giving it to. I don't
Boom.
care how it ended up. I don't care how it turns out. I don't care how old it was when I watched it. Right now, when I think about life, the future,
What could it
my
be?
frame on the world right now, there's only one
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
show. There's only one
Drum
show.
roll.
There's
Oh, that's
only
not a drum
one
roll.
show. It's Game of
Mm.
Thrones.
Oh, all right. Now we can talk. Salute. All right, man. I ask you, what house? Even though I should know, though, you know,
Oh, I gotta be.
is winter coming or no?
Yeah, I feel like winter's coming. I'm
I'm both. Oh,
definitely
pardon me.
either them or the Lannisters. Honestly,
Me
but
too. That's the one I'll say. Tyrion is one of my favorite
yeah,
characters.
Tyrion is my favorite character, bro. And I
He
love his father too, even though he was a dick. I
okay,
love his father too, even though
okay.
he was an
It's
asshole.
so hard to choose because
And
that
I love
show
his
was too
brother too.
good.
But the thing
See,
is,
what about Cersei though? She played
Cersei was a
that
fucking cunt. I
game.
ain't fuck with her.
All right, but
Even though
wasn't
I
she the
respect her
best one?
trying her little woman shit,
All
I
right,
respect.
let me tell you. All right, not tell you, but let
Shame.
me ask you why.
So you
Tell
watched Game of
me.
Thrones?
I went through it and I ain't mad about it.
Oh my
Me and my
god.
sister and whoever else, but me and my sister happy with it.
You're amazing.
All right, man, ask you this
Yeah.
because I don't know how long you want to talk about, but were you happy with the end?
Of course not. I was not okay with the end.
Okay, may I say this? Even people that I don't know, even total strangers, like it is a following. Like we could talk about that shit. Total strangers. If you know Game of Thrones, you could talk for hours about it. That's something I've been scarred about that ending
That
because that
ending.
shit was so left.
Did you
They
watch
just
House of
like
Dragons?
Okay, let me tell you this. I don't know if I was in a different place in my mind, but that didn't satisfy me like Game of Thrones did. Did it satisfy you?
It was a good show. Game of Thrones was. I mean, House of Dragons was a good first season.
I wanted to see the story though. That's
House
why
of
I
Dragons. Oh,
watched
look,
it.
did you hear what's gonna happen
And
though?
it told me that
Did
yeah,
you hear about the Jon Snow spinoff?
that's what I want to
They say
see.
Jon Snow's gonna almost continue the next
All
season that
right.
was supposed to.
Carl, I feel like he was played dirty. First
Yeah,
of all, he killed somebody that he loved. No matter if she was going crazy or not, they could have ruled the world together. She was the only one that was telling him like we could rule the world together, even though you do gotta respect me and all that. But his family kind of like abandoned him in a way, and they was like, "You gotta go live the way the fuck out there and not do nothing."
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you the one that rode for everybody, and people treated him
yeah.
bad.
They
So
did
I'm glad
Jon
he getting
Snow
a
so
send off.
fucking
Yeah,
bad,
he
bro.
lost all the people that he loved, the people that
I'm
loved
telling
him.
you.
But I respect the fam, though. But they did what they had to do. But they kind of like was like put him to the left on the
But
end.
Game of Thrones really taught me like Game of Thrones really made me think about my family, think about my last name, and think
Mm,
about
it's so
the
many
legacy I'm trying to build. You know what I mean?
good points.
Uh,
Stark family, you know what I'm
yeah, the
saying?
Stark family.
They family was so out cold with just, you know, just the
So
importance of it.
my
Hmm.
last name, I never like to give it away. I never like to give it away. I'm just hoping that listen, if it makes a clip, if AI makes a clip of this, I'm not gonna post it. And
Real
you
shit.
gotta just watch it to steal my idea, what you can't, because you're not me. But my last name, I discovered is a fucking gold mine. I'm gonna say it. I no more no those times I pause it to say it, but whatever, I'll say it.
Wait, you don't have to
I'm
though.
gonna
You
tell you
could
though.
you could not say it, but say it. You know what I mean?
My last name is Good. Gooden.
I've seen it before
Good.
because we used to work together. That is so
Gooden's my
funny.
last name.
That
Let me
is.
tell you why Gooden is a gold mine and why Gooden is the reason why I would love to have
Good.
as many kids as I could have. Right? Let me tell you
Hmm.
why. Let me tell you why.
I would like to know, even though it's
Um,
associated with the word good, and
I'm gonna
that's
tell you. I'm
always
gonna
a
tell you.
positive
Hang on,
thing.
hang on,
So,
hang on.
mm.
Should I? I don't. I want to tell them, but no one's gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna tell. Fuck it. I'll tell them.
Really though, information
I'll
someone
tell
will
them. I'll
listen, or
say it.
many, or
I'll say it.
yeah,
Look. So
it
Gooden.
gets through.
I already launched my LLC this month. I'm officially a
Hey,
young CEO. Thank you. I appreciate
congratulations!
that. It took a
Real
little. It took a
shit.
little while. It took a little while to get it right. All right. So
Mm.
I'm young. So I launched. Good and Ready Productions.
Oh, that's a good
Good and Ready
twist on the
Productions. We dropping
words.
us Good and Ready.
Good and ready, spelled how is good.
Good and Ready.
I like
Hear me out
that.
though. Hear me out though.
Mm,
It's not that. It's not done. If I had a security business, right,
mm.
I would call it Good and Safe. If I
Yeah,
had,
coin that shit.
if I had
That's good.
if I had a restaurant, I would call it Good and Tasty.
Real shit.
If I had
They're like super coins,
I'm
you
telling
know.
you, my last name Gooden. It's
Mm.
a fucking marketing gold mine, bro.
Right,
I'm
and yours is
saying,
that's real. That's
I'm
real
saying,
shit.
if I
Mm.
owned a fucking spa or massage place, I would call it Good and Peaceful.
And go every way. And look, the name is it really means a lot with marketing and stuff. You know what I'm
Gooden
saying?
is a
Like
standard.
who don't
It's a
like saying the
standard
word
bearer. I
good
put my
then, you know what
last
I'm saying?
name on it. It's
Yeah.
Gooden.
And it got a good play with the
I'm telling.
words. Yeah. It
I was
merged.
born to be a mogul.
Mm.
There's a reason why I gotta do this. It's a
Yeah.
rap. I gotta have kids, and I
Mm.
be like, well, listen, whatever you want to do, I can't tell you what to do. The same thing. And I was born to do this. I'm swear to God, bro. 'Cause the same advice I would give my brother, which I love to God, but I feel like on some
Is
level
that younger or older?
he's like a year younger than me.
Real shit. That's
It's the
nice.
same
That's very
advice. The
close.
same.
Hmm.
I'm the older brother of all my siblings. I would
Cool.
same advice I would give to my little sister. The
I'm
same,
in the middle.
the same advice I would give to to my
Hmm.
future kids. I can't tell you what to attack. God gave you your own set of talents and cards,
Yeah, everybody
and
on their
that
own
leads
journey.
to a different. I can't tell you what to attack. I can tell you how to attack it. I could tell you that you got to be obsessed with it. I could tell you got to be constantly learning about it. I could tell you got to study the greats in that field. I can tell you that you got to be willing to do it for free.
It's important to share wisdom with somebody and not trying to control the journey that
Yeah,
they on. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Like
Sometimes
whatever,
it's hard to do
because
that
it
because you
says
want what's best for them, but
because
you know,
but I can't. Even my
sharing
kid,
in that way,
that I would want to
leading
maybe
by
follow him out,
example.
but I would be like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, like I said, I can't tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to be an athlete, you want to be a scientist, you want to be on a podcaster, or you want to be a rapper, you want to be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, but
I can't tell you what to do, but I could tell you got to work hard as fuck. You got to be obsessed. You got to study work at it. You got to be willing to have the bottomless pit of belief in your ability to obtain the top level in that field. You
and a
got to be
lot of
willing to
times
like this. I could tell
it
you
ain't
all
gonna
the
feel like that
psychological
much
torment.
work, Carl, if you're doing something that you
If you do something
love.
that you love,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Because you said, okay, for instance, for your kids, the hard work that you're doing right now, your kids will have the luxury of just pursuing something that they love and being great at it. Because the shit that you build right now,
but they're
that's what I
gonna
want to
have to
do
still,
too.
but they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to still like earn because they're not gonna want to do what I do probably. So they're gonna
You
have.
never know.
They could maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but they're gonna have to earn their own respect in whatever field they choose.
And the way that you
Even if they
raise
choose
them,
my
they will
field,
automatically do that if
even if they
you
choose to be a
know.
podcaster,
Mm-hmm.
if you think you can get on here and have conversations with different people from different backgrounds and be able to curate a show or different topics, different questions that are gonna
Yeah.
create enough content to last an hour and a half to make enough clips to be able to.
It's a different type of lifestyle, not the formal type of stuff that people would do traditionally. But it's a wonderful thing as far as because I love art and it's a form of art to me.
It
So,
is conversation to me is something that is lost in today's age. When you think about
oh, it's a beautiful
today,
language though.
they're thinking about
Hmm.
they're dealing with loneliness. There's less
Real
and
shit.
less long relationships as far as friendships, much
Hmm.
less relationships lasting a
Male
long
and
time.
female too,
You know
or
what I
women
mean?
and men. Pardon
Yeah.
me.
So one of the reasons why I love my podcast is
Hmm.
because one of the reasons why me and my best friend used to do a long time is because
Is it a man or a woman?
what
Best
my
friend.
best friend used to be, he's still my nigga, Colin, my dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
you was with the podcast
Yeah,
with
yeah,
her?
yeah, yeah.
Real shit.
For the
That's
first
cool,
until he
man.
decided on
Hmm.
episode 102 he didn't want to be a co-host anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, which
okay.
is fine. It turned out to be the best thing ever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's fine. But at the end of the day, in today's
Hmm.
society, I used to have phone calls with friends or even women that I used to fall asleep on the
Hmm.
phone or wake up on have 5 hour, 6 hour phone calls. I remember
Good
today,
conversation.
today,
It's hard to find. Sad to say.
today,
Hmm.
2024. Even your friends to sit down and talk to them for an hour, sit down and discuss things for an
Technology is
hour and a
beautiful,
half.
but it kind of takes away
You
from
don't really
that.
get to do that
Hmm.
often.
Yeah.
So hosting a podcast, I've had a lot of people tell me it was almost therapeutic. You know, they got to
To
talk about
talk,
the
it is
talk to get to the
therapeutic.
shit. Like
Hmm.
they don't get that a lot today.
Cause you know what, Carl? Okay, I know you probably a people person, which I am too, but the type of person that I am, I don't really talk to a lot of people on a regular basis. So it is therapeutic to talk, you know what I'm saying?
Get
And
to
it's cool
express how
when
you
you have something
feel.
interesting to say and somebody is of an intelligent, and not to say that I'm not saying people aren't intelligent, but intelligent things to talk about
Yeah,
is refreshing,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
So it's a good experience. People have a good experience. So
or
I
fun
I
shit to
like
talk
being able to
about.
give that to them. You know what I mean?
Mm.
The first time is always a little more.
Ain't always got to be intelligent. It could be fun too, you know.
The first, no, I know that from content. If people love
Oh,
the
I
fun
seen
stuff,
your
people love the
stuff.
fun
It's
stuff. You know what I mean?
good.
What you call it? But I gotta, I gotta always mix in the fun
You
stuff.
wanted to try?
Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? Why not? Absolutely. I'll let you
It's
pour.
still cold.
um. All right. Last topic before I go to the British news headlines, and I switch up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, this one here surprised the fuck out of me, dog. And I'm gonna just say it. So, Aiden Ross. Now, here's what I will say. You pulled yourself a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Gucci, you Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
One little more. You good?
Line up.
Yeah. I think we good. Do what you want to do. You shouldn't hesitate. Do what you feel is right.
Yeah, because I'm a good pourer.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cheers.
I would like to think that of myself. But you know what? I appreciate your equipment because I'm getting used to it. This sounds really good.
Oh, let me tell you, this is
Mm.
an industry standard mic. I promise you, it's
It,
$100 mic.
okay. I had to get used to it, but it sounds great.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
does.
like it.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Did you already drink yours?
Oh shit! I
Okay,
did
cool.
cheers with you. I did cheers.
Shit.
Cheers.
Pardon.
Cheers.
Usually,
Kill it.
I always mix mine with juice, but when it's smooth like that, I can do it.
Just do
But a
it,
good
girl.
mixed drink that's strong, but
It's the best.
fruit,
Yeah,
yeah,
can't beat that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you on the beach with the sun blowing. I mean, but yeah. So Sexy Red.
Sexy
I couldn't
red.
deal with Sexy Red for the longest time.
Okay.
In the beginning, she was a little too skinny for me. You know what I
Mm.
mean? She was very skinny.
She's her.
Like I'ma feel your pelvic bone skinny. That's how I felt. That's how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be late to the party, but yeah, Sexy
In the
Red's
beginning.
unique physique. As far as female
You ever
rap. I
seen?
mean, women rappers. I was concerned.
Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Yes,
You seen the
but
comparison to her with them 6 arm aliens, little skinny ones?
you talking about the little ones and the
Yeah, the
little
little.
thingy? No, okay. You
They
know
said
what?
she was like that.
Let me take her. This what it was just so funny. The way that she is, she got a body like a younger generation. Like they be thin, but they got like a booty. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't have nothing. She ain't have nothing.
See, that's the thing. In what video? In what video? You know what I'm saying? My bad.
She ain't have nothing. But look, let me tell you something.
Mm.
Let me tell you something. When I began to come around the Sexy Red, purely from
I
a
took a picture of her right there.
purely from a physiological standpoint,
Mm.
because psychologically, me and her are still vastly not compatible at all. You know what I mean?
All right, Carl. My bad. Side bump. I know I don't mean to keep on interrupting you, but okay. She's saying, "Are you a fan of BBW, like implant, but like tastefully though, not the
Not
exaggerated?"
implant, not BBL, but I'm as far as a
Mm.
bigger woman, like
Oh yeah, my bad. What do they call the implant? Well, I don't
BBW,
even
BBW.
Okay.
BBW, but BBL
BBW.
is the implant. I've
Okay,
never dealt
BBL.
with a
That's a
girl
BBL.
with an implant. I never don't. She have a BBL. No,
How do you feel? Would you ever date somebody with one? Do you think?
I've never felt one. I've never dealt with one. I'm very
Mm.
curious about it. I would love to feel the BBL to see what it's like.
I never felt one.
I've only ever
either.
felt real booty. I've ever dealt with real booty. You know what I mean? So I
Me
don't know what
too.
it's like. Same thing with titties. Really, I haven't felt the invented either. You know what I mean? But
But I hear it's soft though.
I hear good things
Mm.
about it in the rap songs. But honestly, from a genetics standpoint, from you potentially being a serious mate, which probably
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
what I
if you
was
have
wanting to know.
I would never marry or have or choose from one of my
Mm.
children to be someone with artificial things because I don't have any prediction or any
Mm.
idea of what our kids or future would look like when you aren't what I can't I can't put it together. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
So
so may I ask you, is there a level to it or implants, period? Like, what about breast implants? And that's as far as it goes.
I'll tell you one thing though. I'll tell you one thing.
Like, very tastefully breast implants.
I'm okay with breast implants.
But not porn. Porn star, not saying it's
I'm
bad.
okay with breast implants.
Mm-hmm.
Breast implants is probably the top procedure I'm okay with.
Hmm.
I'm okay with breast implants.
That's one of the cutest ones I would say that
I'm
usually work out for a lot of people.
Yeah, and they've affected a lot of not a lot of health complications. Like they've worked. There's not a lot of downsides to breast implants.
Yeah,
nowadays how they got it worked
healthy,
out.
it can work out for you really well.
Yeah. So
you can still breastfeed.
I don't have a lot of objections to breast implants. Breast augmentation, period.
But what about BBL though? Like
now,
the Brazilian butt lift.
ass. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
It was not exaggerated.
I'm not okay with that
to the
really
extreme.
to a degree. I'm not that okay with it just because number one, I'm not sure if it's safe for you. And number two, I'm an ass man. I love ass. When I say I love booty cheeks, I don't want to get into it right now, but I don't mind it being right on my face. I'm telling you.
I don't judge because I
you.
like both, but you know what I'm saying, when it's tastefully done, you know what I'm saying, it's beautiful. All women is beautiful with any shape because they pay for that, you know what I'm saying, whether it's physically or with the money, both. But yeah, it's acquired taste, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate your opinion, but
ass is different. See, ass is.
Yeah, I want to know,
the
like,
reason I'm even more of an ass guy than a titty guy. You know what I mean? Personally, even naturally fit. Because let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
There's no women over like 50 with
over 50
something with titties that you like for real.
Oh my god! Byron,
They
why would you
don't
say
really.
something like
They don't.
that?
They could be bigger,
Even
but
though
they
50 is a stretch, but what do
50,
you mean
60,
titties that you like? Well,
50
I don't mean to go like
that
that,
you
but titties
really
like you like.
I'm gonna leave it
That don't mean
alone.
they
I'm
ain't
gonna leave it alone. I'm
like a
just
bow.
huh?
You know, I get it from your perspective why you would say that, but that don't mean they're not like a
They
bow.
like her. They like good look good while she
Shout out to
dressing.
the 50
But
year
I'm
old
saying why you
titties.
squeezing them? Why you squeezing them? I don't know. Maybe
Have
there's
you
some
ever felt
girls.
50-year-old titties?
I
Cause
felt 40-year-old titties.
which ones? Like, no shout out to
I'm
them. But
joking. I'm joking.
okay, did you not like it though?
Nah, I'm just saying that I feel like assholes are better than titties. Now I
I
feel
get
like there's
that.
ass.
I get that.
There's ass. There's plenty of women with now
But look,
ass.
sometimes there's a lot more to
As far as
appreciate.
which one holds up over time, because you see, to me, it comes into how the
Bodies are beautiful, yeah, the
muscle is
physical
grained
form.
into the. See the way muscle is grained into the ass. If she has enough, a little bit of muscle, it can keep that ass lifted forever. That
Mhm.
ass can look good to the day she dies. She could be 70 years old with a nice ass. Guaranteed.
Okay,
That exists.
so may I
She
ask
not
you
gonna be
this?
70 years old with nice
Carl, may I
tits,
ask you
bro.
this?
Not
As
nice
far as
natural tits.
nice
It's not
asses is
gonna
concerned
happen.
to you, a nice ass is a size factor of a nice ass or just nice ass as far as firmness? Like, what's the qualifications of a nice ass to you?
I'm gonna tell you right
Because I
now.
think it
It's
varies with
almost
both,
like
but all asses are
it's
beautiful,
almost like a
but,
nice ass has to be worked for.
it's a
There's no given.
difference.
A nice ass has to be worked for. I'm gonna tell you why.
Sometimes not, though.
No, nope.
But I've seen
Nope,
both
nope,
in a
nope,
magnificent way,
nope,
and I got
nope,
respect.
nope,
Jeans,
nope, nope,
Carl, may I
nope,
ask you this?
nope. I'm gonna tell you
Carl,
why. I'm gonna tell you
I
why.
seen
Let
jeans
me
work
explain. Let
with
me explain
no
why.
gym
Let me
work,
explain
man.
why.
I
Let
didn't
me explain
seen
why. Let me
people. All
explain
right,
why.
please
Let me
do.
explain why.
Hmm.
Because I've grabbed
I
them
didn't
booty
seen
cheeks. I've
it.
grabbed them booty cheeks.
I
Let me
didn't
explain
seen
to
them
you.
beautiful
Because
women.
I've seen someone that has a booty that in pants looks nice, great, nice ass,
You
right?
said implants?
No, regular ass,
Oh, pardon.
natural ass,
Mhm.
natural genetic ass, right? Don't go to the gym. Let me tell you what happens when you grab that booty cheek. Let me tell you what happens when you actually grab that booty. You know what happens?
It bounced back.
This,
What
this.
are you talking about? Squish or
You
pardon
know
me,
what
squish or
happens?
not squish?
Squish, because it's a nice booty cheek, but it's all fat.
Mm.
She don't work. Muscle takes work. You don't get muscle without work. You heard me? So if
Mm.
she has
It looks a little
if she
different
has a
though.
full
Hmm.
genetic ass
The shape of
that
it
she
is more
don't work
like a
for at all,
peach.
she has it looks different.
Like the
It's like a
cement
peach. Not
symmetry of it.
not fully. Nah, I'm telling
All of
you,
them are beautiful though, but
a booty. I've felt a 10 out of 10 booty.
the size though. Did you answer the size part?
You said size don't matter.
As far okay.
Because size, you can get a 10 out of 10 booty that's small. What matters is the ratio of what I was trying to get to is muscle to fat.
May I ask you this?
Yeah.
Because not to just talk about women and their bodies, you know what I'm saying? What do you think women like about men and their physical thing? Because with me, I think women are beautiful and I love looking at women, you know what I'm saying? But men, you know what I'm saying? I mostly focus on eyes. Y'all usually have like nice eyes. And I don't know why y'all eyelashes, shout out to men with get, but your eyelashes grow so nice. You don't have to
Yeah.
do anything to them. I mean, it's wonderful to like, a man that keeps himself up, have good hygiene. Like,
Yeah.
do you ever ask yourself what women look for? Do they tell you,
Um.
Because it'd be like, talking
I
about women, you know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
what
Like,
women like to a degree. I've learned more what women like
mm,
in the most recent years. Like because me right now, I'm gonna tell you right now,
mm.
the game is reversed. Is different. Like me right now at
What you
20,
about to say?
me at 29, turning 30.
Mm,
Let me tell you something. In my life experience right now,
yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, I'm the most attracted to women that I've ever been in my entire life.
Oh, real
Like
shit.
me,
I feel that shit.
Carl at 26, Carl at 25, can't fuck with Carl at 29. I'm way more attractive now than I was at 29, 27,
Confident
25,
wisdom and knowing, or
24.
you just know that
I know they
shit, the growth of
can't,
that
that
shit.
Carl cannot fuck with me. That Carl couldn't.
All right,
That Carl,
real shit though. If I had the comparison, yeah, I feel I'm like GG 3000 right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though I
All right.
respect the GG that I was.
From the Carl you knew at the Colony Club to this one today.
Remember? Okay, I don't know if you remember, but I was pleasantly surprised because you seem very, very like laid back, and when I saw your different personalities and the content that you got, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? It was nice to see you with different content of the shows. Like, damn, you got a lot of different,
That Carl didn't. It
avenues to
existed,
you.
but it wasn't
Your
willing to show
personality.
itself
Yeah,
to
because
the
that was
world.
work too, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Very
yeah.
respectable, you know what I'm saying? We had fun, but you was a cool person, but I respect that shit, but it's good to see you got many
Also,
different,
how it
sides.
was is that like when I'm in a relationship, I'll be
Mm-hmm.
honest, when I'm in a relationship, I'm a lot more reserved 'cause I'm not trying to showcase. I'm not trying to attract necessarily. You know
That
what I mean?
makes sense. Oh, that makes perfect
So at the
sense.
time when I was at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I was in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's cool though.
there's not many men
A lot of
that could
people
have
don't do
worked
that.
at a place for a year or two
Mm-hmm.
and then bring their woman into that place, get her a job there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not have a bunch of women like, well, he tried to fuck with me. He tried to fuck,
Oh,
and not,
listen.
but me, the way
They would be foolish to do so.
exactly. But the way I conducted myself,
Real shit.
the
And
way I
shout out to
conducted
that.
myself in that
Yeah.
space, through all the nice, pretty
Mm-hmm.
service you included, through all of
You know, okay, Charles, listen.
that.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're still with the person, but she's a cool person
Yeah,
too. We
yeah,
had fun
she was
there at
cool.
that
She was
place,
good.
you know what I'm
And I
saying?
mean, we were no longer together. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. But we was like a family there because we
Yeah,
went through some stuff, but we had fun
yeah,
at
yeah,
certain
absolutely.
times.
I mean,
So, you know what I'm saying?
but at the time I was committed in a relationship. I
Mm.
wasn't sure. I wasn't.
And you did that shit.
I was holding it down. You know what
Mm.
I mean? So
Absolutely.
I was very loyal. I was
It
very
takes a
loyal.
lot of discipline and I would say integrity to do because relationships are important. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? If somebody important to you, they worth, you know,
to not be trying to. And
thankfully like a sacrifice. But
There's a
it's
reason
worth
why I
it.
quit that job low key. You know what I mean? It's what happened. You know what I mean?
Okay, the temptation of like guests too, even though there weren't that many guests, it was beautiful guests, but not, you know,
I always
temptation
wondered
that way.
too. How did did you ever? Who,
It was all types of people, all
I
types of
always wondered
races.
who bar backed after I left there 'cause it was so
Okay,
funny.
I'm trying to figure out if I left before or after
You
you,
left
but
after me for sure. Had to. I
oh my!
think.
Well, if I did, listen, it was very chaotic. I have no idea who was
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that. You know, I'm cool with everybody, but
What I find so
you know, I
funny is
don't
that
know.
when I looked back at that position,
Mm.
when I got that position, that bar back for all the weddings and shit, it
It
was
was fun at times, a lot of times.
it was a lot, but it was an open interview position. Like I did an open interview,
Cool.
and I considered for an open interview. That's how I got the job. But like when I look back at
Mm.
that, I think it wanted 2 years experience and a bar back.
Man,
And I'm like, wow, the same position.
I
Now,
would say you
just
was
because I
real
did it and I
chill.
did that motherfucker.
One of the most chill ones we ever had. Because I worked there for quite a few years because that was like my weekend job.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, out of the 6 years, and you was real chill with it, you know,
yeah,
real
that was my
cool.
thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But anyway, oh, I didn't get into this. Oh my god, talking to you, my bad. But
Hmm.
it's sexy red, right? Sexy red,
Yeah,
sexy red. I'm gonna just play with this
shout
shit
out to
because
Sexy Red.
I'm gonna play because I was never into her. Yeah, I said when I was.
She had a baby too.
I said that's when I started liking her.
Shout out.
She was too skinny for me. When she got pregnant,
Oh yeah.
she gained a little bit of
Oh,
weight.
pardon.
When she got pregnant, she gained a little bit of weight.
Well, that is definitely, and
And
that's a good
when
thing.
she
That can
released
be a
that song,
blessing,
she was like,
whichever
I look at
as
the
well.
booty meat. Hey, 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 look
Okay,
at the booty
I
cheeks.
listen to stuff so
I
like
ain't in
that's
the
a good.
house, man. When I seen that video, when I seen her move, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I said, I ain't gonna lie, sexy
I
red right
love
now,
that.
with a little bit of baby weight on
I
her,
love
with a little
that.
bit of extra meat, a
Listen,
little bit of
it
extra. I'm
just
like,
it
I
the
ain't gonna
shape is
lie.
so pretty. Even though I haven't had a child, but it's a beautiful
I've never
thing.
been more
Mm.
attracted to sexy red than when she was
Oh,
pregnant.
I appreciate you
I was
saying
like,
that.
wow.
That's real shout
I was
out.
like, cause
Mm.
I saw self, yeah, I saw that how like something about a girl being pregnant.
Mm.
She glowing. She got that life
Man,
and something
because you know what?
about it.
When you have
Cause I
confidence
never
and you feel
fucked with her at
love, it's the
all.
most glowing, magical time, man.
Yeah,
Charles,
I never.
I'm glad for you appreciating
I
that, you
really
know.
did.
I
I can't
appreciate that
wait to
at the
have
highest
kids,
degree.
bro.
Shout
I
out to all
swear to
mothers
God,
and my mother and all that.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
have
you want to have
kids.
kids? That's all one may
I
ask.
want to
Do you
have
know how many you
kids.
might want to have?
10.
Really?
So many
That's cool. I
kids.
used to want to have 4, but now 2 is enough.
The reason why I
I
want
used
to
to want to
have
have
more
4.
kids is because I plan to be a millionaire.
Real shit. All
I'm
right.
gonna be a millionaire.
This is so silly, but Nick Cannon, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
But
right.
you gonna do
Yeah,
it
right.
different than that, or like similar to that with one, or like
Let me
you
tell
know,
you. Let me tell you. If God would
what would you
ever,
like to do?
right now, how it's looking like, He's not gonna bless me that way. He hasn't blessed me yet with a compatible young enough candidate for me to think that I'm gonna get like 5, 6, or the
All right, how many you
immaculate
got?
one one out of one.
4 or 5, maybe 5,
Right
and
now,
like
I got
11
zero.
kids.
Right now, I got zero.
Yeah, but
I got
you got
zero,
time.
and I'm at this point ready to go
Mhm.
to a clinic and go test to see, just to make sure. I would love to just know for sure that my sperm is Gucci, just for
All right.
sure.
Oh, that's
You
real
know what I mean?
responsible. You.
Because
That's cool
like,
things. I like
because
that.
you know, it's crazy, but like I've only had sex raw with like 1 or 2 girls for real or
Really?
something like
Look, I was
that.
saying your whole career of sex.
Oh my God! Listen,
Career. That's
listen.
I be saying that shit too. It's
Listen,
funny, but
when I was with my relationship for them 5, 6
2, you
years,
said?
5,
2?
raw.
Yeah. Said 2.
I don't want to.
Sorry. I don't know if I'm ever going too far with prying. Please let me know because I want to be respectful of you. But we can talk. You know what I'm saying? If you want to.
You
You know?
funny as hell. Nah,
'Cause, I like men who are verbal about this. It's not often that I get to hear the difference. But I have brothers, but sometimes they be like, I ain't gonna tell you about my experiences. But yeah, it's good to know the other side of it sometimes. You know?
yeah.
Mhm. I forgot what the question was.
I don't remember what the fucking question is. 1 second. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
that's a big fucking question though, because
4.
I'll have to say
All right, 4,
it's
4,
in
4,
your whole the career of really
4.
all right, man, ask you this because I'm weird like that, but did you go to college too?
I only went to college for a year, but I wasn't active in college.
And this includes you wasn't active in college.
Let me
Wow.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
First
something.
time having complete freedom
I
away
can't.
from adults.
I
That
can't.
takes a lot of discipline.
I can't. No, 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 no. Listen, no, listen. I wasn't ready. Like, no. You don't understand men and women yet. I'm gonna say right. I'm gonna say right now. I'm saying right now.
Away from adults. Like,
No,
did
no,
you go away,
no
or was
matter.
it like
I was still in New York,
dorm?
so I was still kind of in New York, so I didn't have a own place to really go do things at. You know what I mean? But like
But
at the same time, like
newfound freedom in college is kind of like people be not so like that, but yeah,
they
be
do,
like,
they
yeah,
do,
let's
they
do
do.
this shit
But I
because we
can't.
fresh and doing this shit.
I was number one. I wasn't never that. I was never a ladies guy.
Really, because you was like, okay, man,
I
actually,
was never.
you was kind of like the poetic, like to yourself type, like not that social, or
As far as I was concerned, I was just like ladies didn't fuck with. I wasn't number one. Let me tell you.
what did you like when you
I
were in
wasn't
high
a
school?
swag guy. I wasn't a swag guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was never super dressy with the clothes. I was never that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Never. My brother
Exactly.
dresses way better than me. To
What
this
year did you
fucking
graduate
day.
high school?
2012.
2012. Because I'm really good with seeing fashion. So 2012 fashion, like, only because, yeah, but still, though, a girl appreciate a man who is himself. And it seemed like you knew who you was. So, it seemed like that could work out for you.
Nah, bro, nah.
At that time, yeah,
And other
motherfuckers was really, like, brainwashed.
I was almost not scared of women, but like a little bit. You know, also because of the inexperience. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
I
me,
get that.
me at 19, 20. That's why I always say, like, at 19, like, it's just different. An 18-year-old male versus an 18-year-old woman. An 18-year-old.
See, it's pressure, though. It's pressure on the other hand, too.
An
But in a
18-year-old
different way.
male, an 18-year-old
But it's
male
pressure.
is an 18-year-old boy.
Because you know
He's
why?
not a
It's a
man.
pressure in a way of like vanity wise. Like we get judged a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it means a lot. Like I was a tomboy slash, you know what I'm saying? Not girly girl, but yeah, I was split down the middle, but not being cute, like that could cost you and everything. So it was a lot of pressure, you know.
But a guy, to me, like,
But I like hearing the other perspective of it.
I to me, men build their value and women are born with value. If you want to know my perspective on
I heard you say that before.
it,
But that, but not that ain't in all cases. Only if that system work out for you. What if it don't?
it's only about what
Mm.
men value in women and what women value in men.
Mm.
A woman makes a lot of money and says, "I don't need a man." A man makes a lot of money and says, "I can provide for a family and woman now." You know what I mean? We are built to provide if we're good men.
All right. In a lot of cases, I'll be thinking in a way after someone heals that yearning for the not opposite sex, for to be one with the opposite or not the opposite, to be in completion comes with healing of not being a woman or a man. But after you heal, you want that completion with somebody to build with and to be with. But you can only do that after you heal to want that
But
somebody.
but
Because the money do come with it though. But a lot of women do
the
think
money
that
do
they're not really healed though.
but the thing is, the thing what I want to say is this: like they want to act like
Not to say they're not really healed. Shout
mind,
out to
body,
them.
and spirit are connected. Mind, body, and spirit are connected.
Mm.
So if you're willing to say, not willing to say,
But you said don't need a man or don't want a man. You said
want
need
a
or
man,
want.
like scientifically,
Want?
yeah, want. Yeah,
Oh,
look.
maybe not need, but want.
Need a one.
Mm.
Scientifically, men have more strength.
Mm.
Men have more muscle. There's a reason why the men and women's sports are separated. And every time a
I do want to
transgender
say
man
about
comes
my
over
man.
there,
Hell yeah, and I
yeah, it
appreciate
comes
like
over
I want a man that can protect me. So I
there's a
like shit
reason
like that.
why.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. There's a reason
I like a
why.
man that's intelligent enough not to fight, but know that he can defend me if ever we needed to. I would never get him in no stupid ass shit just to prove that he can fight.
So
Yeah, I like niggas that do that.
but
Not
obviously,
niggas, but man, you know what I'm saying?
the point is this. Like all I'm saying is this.
Mm-hmm.
Just give for a second that hypothetically men are meant to lead. Hypothetically, let's just hypothetically, men are
I like
meant
how you presented that.
the
'Cause,
men
yeah.
are meant to lead, right? Which means that if men are meant to lead, that means that women are looking for the most suitable leader in their life. Hypothetically, if that's true,
Mm-hmm.
then it would make sense that women are naturally attracted to someone who is stronger than them, taller than them, more intelligent than them, more stable than them. Because yeah, that's the guy that should be leading.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because
Let me ask you this though. Is that not what attract you in some way too? All of those qualities in a person?
no,
No.
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 A
Because
woman, I'm
that
not looking
is
to a woman to be
very
a
sexy to
provider.
me and very all those
That's
qualities
what a
that you
woman looks for
name.
in a man.
That is quality in any person, but that's definitely what I look for in a man.
Yeah,
And in myself too, but yeah,
but
that's what I look for.
that's
But
not.
across the board,
But I'm saying a man. That's why I always say we don't romantic.
so you don't look for that. Pardon me, not the point of but you don't look for that in a woman, and not in the same way, but in a very same way, but differently. You know, am I speaking
I
to?
look for her to give my principles and my teachings to my children. I look for her to be
That's very important.
a good, steward of the household. You know what I mean? That I build the castle that I build and fund. I want her to make sure it runs with as much love and fluidity and
Okay,
optimism as possible. The thing is this: like,
that's beautiful.
I don't look for my woman.
Mm-hmm.
A woman has a different duty. She doesn't have my same duty. So I don't look for her to have the
True
same. I
that.
don't look for her to have the same quality,
Not
the
the
same
same.
things. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the same.
It's
Like
different.
just
Completely.
because
Beautiful.
equality.
Beautiful.
What I want feminism and it to understand is that
Mm-hmm.
equality doesn't mean identical. That doesn't mean
It
the same
can, because yin
thing.
and yang. It's
Yang and
yeah, it's
yang.
the order of the universe. It's the
Just
only
because
thing
we
that
both are just as
rhymes so
important to the
perfectly
furthering of humanity
and opposite.
doesn't mean that we both serve in the same capacities.
Yeah, because we do need each
We're
other. You know.
different. Women need men and men need women.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
We've been hurt, so that's why we hurt
exactly.
each other. But it's time to heal and
That's what I'm saying.
take our rightful
And
places.
black women in
You
particular,
know.
they don't understand how the market has been abused against them.
It's been abused against both of us because you know why? We wouldn't have been fell victim to such a crime of deceiving us unless there was a cry out for being mistreated. You know what I mean?
So I understand that. I understand that. I
On a
understand
very
that.
high level to make somebody disband somebody that's so important to them.
But you have to think
You
about
know,
how communities are depicted. Only in the black
we've been
community,
done a number on,
only with
sir.
black
You're
women,
absolutely
only in
right.
the black
Yeah.
community is it said that the black woman is the backbone of the black community. Only with black, in the white community, something the white man, in the
'Cause
Chinese
I
community,
know
and the Asian
you
community. But
absolutely
you
right.
have to understand that that is done to discredit the black
It
man.
was, but that was psychologically propaganda for a reason. And y'all been done dirty, but so have we. And I would have to say all of that is true. And we've been done dirty terribly and done a number on by,
But that was never,
you
that was
know.
never, to me, that was feminine. All of that, that was the white woman's
Oh,
problem
it
to me.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely
when you
is. And
go
I'm not a
watch,
feminist, but I'm a goddess, though. And
when
it's
you
a
go
difference,
watch,
you know.
I always say when the white man was at
Mhm.
his worst during segregation, right after Jim Crow, during after
It was a plague,
black
though,
people
Carl,
were
you
at our
know.
best. We were married at the highest rates of anyone in the United States.
But,
Black
Carl, let
people
me
were
tell
married
you,
at 80%.
that's 100% true. And businesses, you know what I'm saying,
We,
all of
we
that.
like literally black
Yeah, it was
economics was
different times.
outpacing white economics at the time.
It was like crazy because my parents. I asked, what era did your mother grow up in? Because she's probably younger than my mother. But my mother grew up at 56, so it was different because it was black businesses, but it was also the highest racism. Like somebody can come in your hood and hang your friend, and it'd be
Yeah.
okay. But we still thriving though. But this shit, like it's crazy, you know.
But at the same time, they were threatened by us because they understood that
And
we
still
were.
to this
We
day.
were but
To this
today,
day.
they're not as. To me, they're not as. They know what we could be. But to me, like
Because you
white
know
people know what
why?
we are more than we know what we are today.
We done figured it out, and everything is everything now, and that's why it's no threat because we already know we already won, and the last shall be first, and we are first now, and we're getting our last. But once everybody wake up, it's not over, but it just began, and you know, it's just not to say it like that. I'm probably
I wanted
drifting,
to
but
get into this
that's
because
what it
I gotta
is.
ask this question out of pure curiosity. The reason why I have to ask this
We've
question,
been done dirty, like men been done dirty,
I gotta ask
getting
this
them out of the
question
household of black women. Like, yeah,
because
we done a number on us and y'all.
my brother right now, yeah, whatever, he's going through a spiritual journey right now where he has and is delving further into the conversion and dealing with Muslim, being Muslim.
Really?
You know what I mean? And
May I ask what kind of Muslim? Is it, I don't know all the kinds, but is it 5% Sunni,
it's
Nation of
definitely
Islam,
it's not
or
Islamic
Islam,
Muslim version. It's
or
not. Which made me what made me bring it up is because you remember you told me you was like more Islamic brought up, and I know that Islam is like
wow, and he's in his younger
almost
20s,
like
right? Wow.
it's almost like a denomination of Muslim to a degree. So
It's
it's like
so
it's like
many, just
Muslim,
like
but like
Christianity.
yeah, like Christianity has several denominations.
Yeah.
Muslim, I look at Islam as like a denomination of
Mhm.
Muslim. Like it's under Muslim to a degree, but it has its
Oh yeah,
own couple.
okay, Islam is the official banner for it, just like Christianity is, and then under it you have the different people like Nation of Islam, and then you have 5%, and then you have Sunni, and then you have Arabic, which I'm not pretty sure, but I want to say it might be Sunni, but I know a lot of African people that might be Sunni, you know what I'm saying, and following that tradition. Just like Christianity, Baptist, and Methodist, and Catholic,
So,
you know
so
what
those
I'm
are the
saying?
names of the things that they in the
So
Muslim.
Islam is the banner, which it means peace, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's a form that I know it's supposed to mean, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all of those are under the banner of that, you know,
Yeah,
just like Christianity.
he prays with what I would could only describe as Middle Eastern people.
Okay.
Like more Middle Eastern type of people, like more, you know.
Does he pray like 5
He
times a
goes
day
to
or
the
3?
mosques. He's never reached like 5 times. He's never maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
Right now he's going through Ramadan right now. You know what I mean?
All right, so I know right off the bat. Pardon me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Nation of Islam. Um, During like the 80s or 90s, the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, he might have changed the rotation of the calendar of Ramadan, but we practiced Ramadan only at one time, and it was during the time of Christmas. So the ones that follow under Master Farad Muhammad, that is the God of the Nation of Islam, you know what I'm saying? We only fasted for 30 days in December, or 31 days, you know, from the first and the last, because it was the traditional holiday of when Jesus was born, so it was
Okay.
different. But Sunni and different other traditional Muslims follow by, I think, like the moon cycles or whatever, so it's different and it varies, you know, different
Okay.
cycles of the season. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but
So
you know,
both
yeah,
both
as far as I
fast, but
know.
they fast at different times.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I remember I was fasting as a child, so it's a very, I don't know if you familiar with it, but it is very spiritual and it does work and it makes you feel like a superhero, you know, having that ability. I don't really do it a lot anymore, but yeah, not eating and actually like being a vessel of pure creation is a beautiful thing to learn how to do that. It wasn't always fun, you know, and I did complain a lot, but you know, to know that I know I can is a beautiful thing. Thanks for letting me. I know I'm talking a
That's
lot,
dope.
but
I'm
yeah.
gonna want to delve further into Ramadan at
Yeah,
some
shout out to
point
my mom and
and
dad,
figure out what that is
my
about.
mommies,
Being a vessel of
my
creation.
siblings.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
That sounds
because you
interesting.
know, I didn't know why they was making me do it, but as a kid, you know what I'm saying, I had to do it like 3 times a day, you know what I'm saying, for 30 days. And you know, you want your snacks, and you want to do, I want to do that shit,
Just
but
a mad
yeah,
kid. Like,
it
what am I
took
doing?
discipline,
Yeah.
girl. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
did. So I know how to fast, and I did it. I don't do it anymore, but you know, it's very, very spiritual, and it's scientifically can heal you. You know,
Yeah,
so do
no,
it all ties
fasting
in.
has so many good qualities for
Yeah,
you.
I'm a.
That's a part of the reason what made me want to
I know that
do it. I know
firsthand
it's
that it does
very
work.
good for your clarity and body functions and all types of things.
Yeah, I like was reborn after fasting for like 14 days, not on purpose, but I got sick and I couldn't eat or get up, and I was reborn after that. I'm like, damn, that shit is the real deal.
For real. But all right, let me give it to let me go ahead and toss it to Charles. Charles, are you there, Charles? Please come in, Charles. Come in, Charles. Please come in.
Who
That's
Charles?
not Charles. That's not my bad. That's
A
messed up.
viewer?
Nah. Charles. I'm wrong. Charles, are you there, Charles? Please come in, Charles.
Is that the rascal?
Oi, Charles here with the news and the headlines, keeping you all informed what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? They know what's happening out there, you get me, you know, the British news headlines and all that, you understand? Anyway, first story up here, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got this ready for you, here we are. Power, an associated show with Tariq was cancelled this week, and the actor found out at the same time the rest of the world found out. I mean, I was reaction here.
Oh, snap.
I ain't no shit, bro. I found out the same time y'all found out, bro. 3, 4. But don't
I'm
trip, y'all.
surprised.
Me and Kim right now getting crazy. A lot of new shit coming. Me and Gianni writing shit. Mo writing shit. Oh, hey guys. A lot of new shit is in motion, man.
He looked different. He got
That's not the
glasses
only time y'all gonna
on.
see us on. Like me. That's not the only time y'all gonna see me and Gianni on the screen, man. Like,
What?
you know what I'm saying? We got our own stuff in the making. You feel me? I mean, they do tell him, but like I don't know. I guess sometimes they just want to do shit their way, bro. That's just what it is. It's the higher ups.
What season are you on?
Yeah, you'll see him.
Wait, he didn't hold it.
You'll see him react
Oh, you
to it.
bugging? He's supposed to hold that. It is a lot of new shit coming. Aside from stars, here's one, y'all.
Here we are. So you see promising a lot of new stuff are coming there, but we see Stars announces fourth and final season of Power Book 2 post, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? RIP to the show, man. We all, you know, people, many of us was enjoying and loving all that. And I was telling you that.
Oh, shit.
But yeah. Next story, you're coming up here. One second here. Hold on. Coming up here. Here we are. Following a massive prison outbreak in the largest prisons in Haiti, which resulted in a state of emergency being announced. One man gang leader named Barbecue has risen to the top as a gang leader, as leader of the people and the people that broke out in Haiti and all that. The situation is steadily evolving as the United States look to evacuate Americans from the island. Stay tuned for further updates, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, Haiti's going on, man. Look at this man here, man. Lead up the gang, people out there. Fucking terrible, man. Fucking terrible things going on there, man. The next story up going up here, man. UK. has been deemed. Hold on. UK has officially been deemed the second most miserable country in the world. You know what I mean? That was terrible, man. Come on, the UK, are we that bad? Are we fucking the worst in the world, man? Is that what you're telling me? That we're miserable fucks all around with the fucking doom and gloom and the overcast all day? That's the worst thing ever, man. Anyways, for more information on these headlines, feel free to do your own fucking research. And with that, back to you, Charlie.
I still would go visit.
Thank
I
you.
see it for myself.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Charles. That was a brand building segment. You already know that was Charles, and we about to start it up with the brand building segment here. You know what I mean? Where we talk about we always start with the guests and we let them talk about them building up their brand and how they're doing it. So we talk about it. So whether it's your brand or other brand, why don't you talk
It's weird
about
to see it on the other side.
the moves that you're making on your pod on your sorry on your TikTok on your movement there.
Okay, you talking to me directly now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay,
It's you on the
so
screen.
yeah, I like TikTok a lot because it allows me to be really creative with AI, and I really, really like making videos. So the moves that I'm trying to make is really, really build, my viewer content, and with having the help of the different platforms of, Instagram, Facebook, and like we were talking before, TikTok, having them merging together definitely
Yeah.
helps. So um the moves that I'm trying to make is really building content and really being I don't know if they call it syndicated. I don't know if that's just TV or whatever
Yeah.
it is when you get paid
That's how I
to
feel.
be a
Syndicated.
content creator. Yeah.
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 Getting monetized out there. I see. You know, what I mean, try to build
Thank
up.
you. Yes,
Monetize.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like to just have my bad to refer to the question you said, just have a variety of content. Like it seems like, and you surprised me because one day I'm just on TikTok and I'm like, dang, I went to work with him and I saw your variety of content and I was impressed because I'm like, that's important to not just have one variety, even though if you do have one variety, you got to be really, really good at it. But you
Yeah.
got a good variety of content. So that's what I want to do. And that's what I think I try to do. And I'm going to, build it up and get
Stay
better at
tuned.
it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You doing your thing out there. You know what I mean?
Thank you. So are you.
You have a variety of content as far as like pictures and different diagrams and stuff that you got there. You know, everything between your personal content and then other images and stuff like this, like how you draw from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's really interesting how you use different images and stuff like that.
Thank
like this stuff
you. I
here.
appreciate that.
And also how you use a lot more of the filters and stuff. You
It's fun. I appreciate
like to me.
collaborate.
Yeah, to me, you're way more in depth with the features of TikTok and what to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my nieces and nephews that put me up on it because first, they'd be like, not in the Stone Age, but I was like, dang, I don't think it's for me, but it's actually really fun, creating with AI with stuff like that, with music.
So how does AI incorporate with TikTok?
Well, with me, it's so wonderful because I pick my pictures and then we merge together with a certain type of music. So they may make a suggestion spot on when I get on the TikTok of what type of music. And a lot of times we merge together and I pick that one. And a lot of times I pick my own music and then they merge together my movements with the song. I know that, and it makes it look for a beautiful, beautiful videography. And I love that,
So they make your movements in the video match the music.
Yeah, co-create together. It's so much fun. It's like a video game. Wow. And I love video games.
I ain't know TikTok had this little AI thing working in there.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's the whole technology thing. But yeah, it's definitely up on it, and they definitely have some good suggestions. But a lot of times I choose my own, and it works out, and I be getting them views. But I like your content because you do a lot more talking and speaking, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get into more of that type of content, but thank you for acknowledging mine. I appreciate that.
No, it's dope. It's dope as hell, man. Shout out to Gigi. Make sure you go follow her on
Look, shout out to the person who stole my Facebook and Instagram account. I don't know how much you cussing it. You a whole ass bitch for that though, but thanks for still putting my name out there because people are commenting on my shit, but he's saying some shit that ain't really like me. And I be like, don't say that dumbass shit. But even my sister commented, so it's funny at the same time. But Facebook like really letting them go hard with it.
See how hard they want to be a black woman in America. They go hack
It's so funny though.
It's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, make sure I go follow her the real account here.
Yeah,
You know what I
thank
mean?
you.
On TikTok here. You know what I mean?
Thank you, thank you.
And
Thanks for having me on the show too. I don't know if I said that officially, but I appreciate
no
it.
problem, no problem.
Thank
I'm happy to have you.
You
shout out to Gigi.
thanks for
with it.
the, thanks for
No
the
doubt, no
love. I
doubt, no doubt.
appreciate
Gotta
it.
love it,
Sharing
gotta
your
love it.
platform,
No doubt. Gotta
Mhm.
shed love to the other Detroiters out here trying to
Thank
make have the
you.
content creators. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you. And shout out to your hometown, New York.
No, yeah,
You
in
know,
Brooklyn. Know what I mean? No doubt, no doubt.
absolutely.
I'm trying to be the tide that rises all boats. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm trying to
I like that saying.
lend the light to others. You know what I mean? No
Go,
problem. You know what I mean?
go.
So y'all already know with Charlie GTV, man, we out here working steady, moving. I mean, first of all, before I end her say, make sure y'all go follow her on all their accounts. Y'all seen the pop up on the screen. Y'all seen the pop up. Go do the right thing. Go follow her. Go bother her in the inbox.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Go
Appreciate the plug.
Go try to propose man. No, anyway, what you call it? You already know me. I've been working out here. You know what I mean? This month has been a rough month for me because just all the analytics and TikTok trying to drop me and YouTube dropping me. You know what I mean? But as of right now, you know what I mean? We are at 57,000 views for the month. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got 57,000 views for the month. You heard me?
That's real shit.
You heard me? You know what I mean? We got 23,000 on Facebook, 16 over. You see the numbers there. You know what I mean? We steady working out here. I mean, we making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody watching and resharing and liking my content out there. I appreciate y'all always. You know what I mean? Y'all give me the battery in my back to help me keep going. You know what I mean? And y'all already know. I'm waiting on a couple things, man. I'm hoping my second half of my tax return come hit at some point. You know what I mean?
So I could spring bring new beginnings, and when the money hit, it's all.
I'm telling you, dog. You know what I mean? So I can go in there and do what I'm supposed to do, and go buy all this equipment and buy even more cameras and stuff like that.
Talking about.
You know what I mean? And recommit. Y'all already know I just launched my LLC, and next time we'll be focusing on is the business model.
Congrats.
And really bringing in money and services and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's on a steady progression, dog. It's a steady progression. I'm gonna have my business account even like another week or two. I'm gonna have a business account with my credit union. You know what I mean? And we gonna steady progress, level after level, step after step. You know what I mean? There's always some setbacks. There's always some problems. There's always some little delays, but we just conquer it all and problem solve our way to the top. That's what we do here. You know what I mean? Progress over perfection. That's how we run things here. You know what I mean? So there's always gonna be some problems. You know what I mean? But we gonna keep pushing. We're not gonna let it stop us. You know what I mean? Shout out to Opus Clip. Y'all already know I got mad more things ready in store for y'all. You know what I mean? I would love to show y'all some of my this drone footage that I just posted today, as of today. You know what I mean? That I got for y'all. You know what I mean? Because it's a beautiful shot of I shot this footage on 313 day. I went down there by the Riverwalk and I got a shot of some people dancing by downtown, and I got a shot of the sunset. And
that's cool.
It's just a real legit shot of Detroit on 313 day in 2024. A legit ass shot that I went down there and got my motherfucking self.
It's a good shot too.
You know what I mean?
Pretty.
So I want y'all to watch that real quick, and then after this, I'm gonna play a Written Wednesday, and then I'm gonna end the Bear and Bull segment.
Written Wednesday?
Let me
Let's
get
get it, baby.
That's crazy. That's my shot. I still can do that's my shot.
Brooklyn. Trust and believe.
I almost want to mute it. This it's all video. It's all music. But you gotta see the video.
Trust and believe.
You see this city. And you see him down there busting it, dance. You see him down there busting it. You see him down there busting it.
That's a beautiful shot. See the water.
Live shot. He's still down there busting.
You know me, baby, I'm on it. Push us first thing in the morning. You know me, I gotta go get it.
That's all I wanted.
God, it's my moment.
I just wanted y'all to see the Detroit silhouette. And see a real Detroiter down there busting the moves, you know what I mean, on 313 day. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted, you know what I mean? Because I think it looks dope with the sunset in the city, man. That's just...
Shout out to Detroit.
Real Detroit. Shout out to Detroit, you know what I'm saying?
St. Patrick's Day today.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah, 313 Day that day.
313. I'm glad you did that. 313 Day. That's beautiful.
I wanted to go capture some of the energy in the city, you know what I mean?
Very well done.
So I'm happy that Detroit gave me the ability to do that. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Damn, I got to scroll for this written Wednesday. Shit, I should have added it to the thing. Unfortunately, for some reason, on the desktop version, it doesn't allow me to use the series function to go find the written Wednesdays. You know what I mean? It forces me to do this when I gotta go through the when I gotta scroll forever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your content? You gotta go through it.
Yeah, I gotta scroll forever to go back and find the written. But all that means to me, every time I gotta do this, it just reminds me that I need to spend the time to make new written Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason it takes as long is because I gotta scroll past. Damn, I've been posting content. How many fucking clips? This is annoying.
Well, you got a lot of good content though. That's a lot of content.
I got a lot of
to
content.
go through.
This is a whole lot of content. It is a whole lot of content. When I think about it, when I think
when you look at it,
I think about it, this one guy posting all this goddamn content. It's retarded. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm having fun though. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I'm about to find the
So
right
how
one.
far back are you at, like date wise? You know, like is this a few years ago or a month? You just go that far back, but
this is probably like a year ago now.
Ah, a year ago. Okay,
probably
that's
like
cool.
a year ago here now. It is Wednesday. You know
I don't know if I have my year anniversary with TikTok yet. It's coming up, I know for sure.
Like when you see these art pieces, you see that they're just randomly. You see that? I did that in college. That's after art, and that I did too.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean?
Damn, I often draw like that too. It's really pretty.
Money and Emotion. Is this the one I did like Drake? No, not like Drake, but I did with his influence. Remember I mentioned something like that.
I love me some Drake too, though.
Oh, this is the one. Yeah. Wow, that got that many plays. I don't remember getting that many plays. Okay.
Sometimes I do look back and it went up. It goes up.
Yeah.
On the accident, I look. I be like,
yeah. I'm pretty sure they get that. I'm pretty sure if they got that many plays, I'd be a lot more happy about it. They be telling me though,
but it be there like, oh
shoot. So yeah, this is a written Wednesday that I did back in the day, and it's a little bit slower. It's not as hype as some of the other ones, but I'm pretty sure I was thinking about Drake when I was writing these bars, as far as like
I want to
how he would attack you to a degree. You know what I mean? This is back in the turbulent time, and this is one of the videos that I did most like a music video. It is one of my favorite written Wednesdays.
Okay, can I ask? You said this was last year. The footage.
Let me see. Hang on. Damn, it's not going to show. It says 74 weeks ago. Damn. All right. So it's a while ago. It's a while ago. 54 weeks in the year.
Okay.
54 weeks in the year.
Like a year and a half.
So yeah, about a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Sweet.
Good amount ago. You know what I mean? So
okay, let's do this.
And mind y'all, I shot this all on one iPhone. You know what I mean? And yeah, this was all me. This is crazy footage. This is back in the day. But this is probably one of the closest things I've came to like a music video type thing. But yeah.
I want to see. That's
Here
cool.
Yes. Come in. Welcome. I believe your name is Charlie, yeah?
Yeah, that's me, bro.
Come on, have a seat. Lay down a bit.
All right. Good looking.
So tell me, what brings you in today? I believe your father says something about lady bro.
Lady bro.
It can't be that bad, man.
All right. Let's get it. Can't talk my shit. You trying? Can't be that bad, bro. What's she saying anyway?
No matter what you do, it is never hitting. All that low level enough will not get you my submission. Being what you settling, you can't see the competition. And I ain't trying to hear about your plan or your partner vision. Maybe if you took me out more, I would probably listen. Let me see your phone, little nigga, you acting different. Post me on your page, stop hiding me from your bitches. And share me your location if you really just do the business. Started from the bottom when we lit on the drink edition. Young nigga had the short shake for an intermission. I will never give her what she want, but I'm on a mission. Problems feel lighter after gym and some heavy lifting. Soon as I try to move on, mine get to reminiscing. My emotions Photoshop the past to a better image. Arrange one last song and maybe it take a village. 30 pounds down and she can't see I'm moving different. I don't want to do it all alone, but I will cause I can't wait too long.
Man, I know you're exaggerating a bit, but fuck it out.
Can't save them all, guess I move along.
What you sticking around for, man?
I
mean, you
but
know
I
the
will
best
come
is that
again
play on the
way
block, but you
too
do better than that.
long. I ain't wanna say it, but
Come
my
on now.
mind too strong. Can't save a more cause I'm moving along.
The most for this video, the forest.
My heart steady racing, my
That's
mind
nice.
far from patient. Verbiage mirroring the unsettledness of the nation. When I'm at this space, can't nobody run adjacent. Only nigga killing shit while moving slow as Jason. Yelling like Goku until you know what I'm saying. You know, coming every week until you know that I ain't playing. Used to shoot the 5 and leave back when kids was climbing trees. Now these youngins only squeeze meds, offer no relief. FEMA coffins meant for me. I ain't killing Charlie G. I ain't stop until I hit the top, nigga, so pardon me. Who framed Roger Rabbit? I'ma just let him have it. No one recognizing my worth until I'm established. Just know I'll be way less friendly when that happens. Niggas coming late to the party with just napkins, acting like we needed that, performing their best acting. Someone had to come and spit their heart to protect rapping. I just had to let them know I ain't gonna let shit happen. Charlie G come through every week and the kids snapping. For real.
Got a nice flow to it.
Anyway, man. Yeah, shout
Good
out to
beat.
young
Mhm.
Charlie G out here
Nice.
making it happy. You know what I mean? Anyway, man. Anyway, you should shoot
Yeah,
the
that was
5 and leaves.
good.
Black kids was climbing trees. Kids ain't climbing trees.
You said that was a while ago? That was like a year and a
Yeah,
half ago? That was nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Good
That was a
flow,
while ago.
too.
I appreciate you. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Indeed.
we get back to the save. Oh, I ain't doing all this again. But yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry for the random Instagram videos trying to play on me. You know what I'm saying? I have one last couple questions. Let me see.
Hey.
Second half, yeah. So
I see Cat Williams right there.
yeah, that's my
Shout out to Cat
yeah,
Williams.
right. What you call it? Question I have here. Yeah. Me and you have worked at a place where we have seen many
about to say?
weddings.
Oh, yes,
So
I have.
do you ever
so
want to
many
get
different
married?
cultures. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was about to say freaking, but absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mother and my father were married, you know what I'm saying, and grandparents, and not just because of that, but yeah, I want to get married. The not tradition of it, but the beauty of it, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and what it is truly, you know what I'm saying, and what it means to be married. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it
you
is
know?
absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Definitely
But
wants to get married.
looking at all those weddings, it was fun and it was great to experience that of all cultures. Like we had Asian weddings, black, white,
Yeah.
interracial. Like
Yeah.
it was nice to see.
I remember they
that.
literally had a chocolate and vanilla fucking swirl cake on a
had
fucking
it. I think,
interracial wedding.
and we had gay weddings. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see
yeah,
it all, and I
yep.
had fun in every single one of them.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So I definitely plan to get married one day for sure myself.
I'm
for
glad
sure.
you do too. Me
Let me
too.
ask you this: do you think she wrong or right about this? She feel like every nigga cheat. Glorilla, who she says every nigga cheat. How you feel about that?
Okay, are you asking the question of do I think that her experiences don't reflect that?
I'm asking
or
you,
generally?
Gigi, how you feel. You
She's
like,
not wrong for saying that, but
so you
I
feel like,
think
yeah,
that
niggas be
cheating
cheating, niggas ain't
is
shit.
not gender. It's gender neutral. Like
It's
men
gender
and
neutral,
women
men and
cheat.
women
but
cheat, but you
do
feel like
all
niggas.
men cheat? Do most men cheat? From as far as I know through my experiences and what I know, yes, a lot of men cheat, but I think it's like gender neutral. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, she ain't wrong for saying it though. I'm gonna say that.
All right, since you want to say gender neutral, how you
At
feel about
all.
how
If you were
feel
in a
about this?
relationship, should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. Physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and I
Come
feel
on,
like
this sounds positively guy.
guy, doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women, but this is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data. More than half of women who are married
Happily married women are doing this?
have a backup plan.
Now
And
this
what is a
married,
backup
it's more
plan?
quick.
It means you have
Because
someone.
marriage is different. You know, I saw that clip before, and I thought they
know.
were saying relationships, not a backup, but having options. I would say, oh, pardon this mic, but options, yes. But marriage, I think that marriage is sacred, and if I'm going to go through not the trouble, but the wonderful, wonderful tradition and beauty of marrying somebody, they're going to be somebody that I actually want to marry, and I'm not gonna have a back. I'm gonna be focused on that person because I
Yeah.
want to build and grow in love with that person.
Yeah.
But people that have people on the back burner, you probably not with the person that you should be
They want
with.
to be with.
You know.
Yeah. To be doing that. That's like mad shiesty.
But maybe not marriage though. You know.
Maybe-
For me,
So you
if I
saying
get
she-
married, I'm gonna be really, really 100% focused on
Other
that
than
one
that,
person.
she got a nigga on the back burner.
Because
You
I
heard
ain't
me?
gotta get married to, you know what I'm saying, experience, what I want to experience. But if I do focus on one person because I really, really want to, and that's the person that I feel like is for me, Yeah. But damn, that is pretty funny. Pretty funny. But you see, they said guys, like that's
So
a
what
guy
about
thing.
what about no? What about no? This is a girl. This is a girl thing. It's a
said
girl.
that,
So
yeah.
what do you? What about your female friends or the females that you know? Do you feel like on average they're gonna have a guy on the back burner? They're gonna have a guy.
Well, Carl, it's the difference between marriage and being in a relationship. Marriage is different, because that means that I am literally putting in all of my soul and energy and beauty and all into one person. We're gonna build together and do this, so it's not as heavy as regular relationship. Not to say regular relationships ain't it, but that means like you it, and I'm gonna really like do this with you. So I'm gonna focus on you. Marriages don't work out, but at that time, if I take that leap, it's going to be for a reason. I'm gonna focus on that person, and I really give a shit about
At least
other
give it his
men and
best
what they
chance to work
could do
out.
for me, because I
Yeah.
know what I wouldn't marry a person if I didn't know what they could do for me, and if I like it, yeah, we riding,
All right. I
Mhm.
respect it. I respect it. So every episode is a time capsule. You know what I mean? So what would you like to say to your 20-year-old Gigi, 20-year-old
Oh,
self in the
20?
past? What advice would you like to give the 20-year-old Gigi?
20? That was a minute ago. It's like deuces right now because it's
Mhm.
like 2 on top of 2. Because I
Yeah.
don't want to reveal how
Yeah.
aged I am, like fine wine. But yeah, that's like double for me. So with the advice, you said what I want to say to her.
Yeah.
I would tell her that you are a beautiful person that deserves the best, and not hanging in there, but thriving through and being yourself is the best thing you do, because it's going to pay off. Because I'm living proof right now. It's going
Yeah.
to be a struggle, but you're a beautiful person and you deserve everything that you're going to have in the future. So,
Yeah.
that's what I would tell her.
To tell her to keep.
It's going to pay off.
You gonna make it
All
through.
your sacrifice and,
Yeah.
you being you, no matter what, it's going to pay off.
All right. All right.
Thank you. That's a good question.
No
You
doubt,
got some
no
good
doubt.
questions.
So every episode is a time capsule. I wish you a long, long, healthy life.
Thank you.
And one day you're gonna be a elderly lady, and you're gonna be talking your shit.
One
You're gonna be
day,
like,
hopefully with grandchildren.
yeah, exactly. You're
On
gonna be like,
porch.
I was young and I was popping my shit on this podcast one time. Let me go play it for
Real
y'all real quick. You know
talk.
what I mean? So, what is a message you would like to have for older Gigi watching
Oh,
this?
this is so cool. Okay. For
Older
older
Gigi.
thank you for believing in yourself and knowing that the universe loves you and you are a goddess, and living in the present moment is important, and do that as much as possible, and you always will win when you love yourself and love who you are, because all the
100%.
good things will come to you.
I agree with that.
Thank
I agree with that. You know what I mean? So, once again, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
you very
you.
much. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
I had a great time.
I'm glad you did. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Old Charlie G.
Great host.
Yo, but
Appreciate you.
yeah, I'm glad you feel that. I'm trying my best. You know what I mean? But with that,
Yeah.
let me say, get my music going. I appreciate y'all coming through here. You know what I mean? Remember to start a business, invest, and never give up
Great
hope,
song.
because the job stands for just over broke. You know what I mean? But with that, here's what I gotta say. There's a lot of places your ears could be. I'm honored they chose to be with me. When in doubt, use calm honesty to express your vision. And most of all, thanks for listening.